Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Quincy Access Television of high school sports here in Quincy. I'm Jim Timmons. I'm here with Jack Raymer at a frozen Veterans Stadium on Thanksgiving morning to bring you the annual showdown between the North Quincy Red Raiders and the Quincy Presidents. Good morning, Jack, and why don't you say hello to our viewers?
Well, Jim, it certainly is a pleasure to join you for this great event. I've been a part of it for many years, and this is my first time up here in the booth, as they say. But again, it's a great tradition here in the city of Quincy, and these guys are. It doesn't matter what the weather is out there; these guys have been ready to play for the last 10 days, and now it just gets down to. Coming out, executing, and it certainly is going to be interesting here in the first quarter. I think the field, I was on the field, Jimmy, the field is basically frozen solid. It's going to be a little slow moving out there, but these guys, they're not really worried about the elements. They're just here to play football, and as always, the tradition is here, and I think it's going to be a great football game.
Yeah, you have a view there of the Quincy High School squad huddling up. You can see the snow in the background. Tommy Koch and the Park and Forestry Department did a great job of clearing the field of the snow. You can see the mounds in the corners there to the left. They had a truck here, a front-end loader, yesterday afternoon. You get a view from the north end of the field where North Quincy's warming up, and if you look at the ground, you can see that it's all chewed up. Yeah. But as Jack said, it's frozen solid. Kenny McPhee was in the booth before the game talking to us, and he said that in his 35 years of involvement with the game, these are the worst conditions he's seen in the stadium.
Well, Kenny used to say that on a sunny day, so it didn't really matter, Jim. He used to say that to me. But, no, it is. It's going to be tough out there for the first, but hopefully the sun will if the sun, you can see right there on the monitor, but if the sun comes out, and you're going to have a good crowd here in a little bit, I'm sure. They're going to be cold, but it'll warm the field, and I think as we progress, these kids aren't going to really worry about that, but it certainly will be slow going in the beginning, and we'll see some crazy plays on kickoffs and things like that. So I think the trick plays are out. If you put any in for this game, they're out because of the field conditions.
Yeah, and if you, as we look at the field, and we will again periodically, the middle of the field is pretty chewed up and clear, but both the north side of the field and the south side of the field from the 30-yard line in, you still have grass, and there's still some frozen snow on them. So you're right, Jack, there will be tough field conditions. We've been watching the boys warm up, and they've been able to move in the middle of the field, but once you get out toward those sidelines, the footwork is terrible.
That's right, and down by the goal lines are kind of tough, but like I said, hopefully it'll be interesting to see the types of play that the coaches will be calling. Quincy primarily likes to throw the football. North, although they throw and pass, they may look at the running game. So it's going to be interesting if it changes any of the, pregame strategies of the coaches. But knowing both coaches, I think they're going to stick to what they do. But what you might have is the defensive backs back up a little bit. The receiver may have the advantage here. But, you have to stay with these guys and just keep your footing, because if you do go down, it's a big play. And, I think the kids will adjust to that as they're doing out there now.
Yeah, a little more on the field condition. As you see the north end of the field there, it's all in sun. Jack referenced earlier that the field may thaw out a bit. The south end of the stadium, where there are more trees, and because of the fact the sun right now is to the south of the stadium, that's still a bit in shadow. So it looks like the field's going to thaw out north to south. What we're going to do, Jack, is we're going to cut to our field man. We have Don Duggan down on the field. He's with the principal of Quincy High, Principal Kuther, and Don's going to just talk with him briefly.
I'm here with Bob Kuther, principal of Quincy High School. And Bob, knowing your expertise in football, where you were the defensive coordinator for the Presidents for a number of years, how are you feeling today being a principal? I know you have the same feelings as you did as a coach.
Yeah, it's an exciting day, certainly. I coached in the game for 12 years, so I get the jitters on Thanksgiving morning, and certainly the preparation, the rally, all of that stuff certainly leads up to the festivities for today. I coach from the corner. That's the way I look at it. So I stand down there, and I give them the look and say, fellas, take care of business.
Well, I see you do double duty a lot of times, Bob. I see you here with your family, so that brings your kids out with you and watching the game. That's great for the kids, and it's great for you, I'm sure.
Well, certainly, we're a football family. My son plays right now. He's just started playing football, and I have 2 younger ones coming up. We enjoy coming and watching the games. I mean, they bleed blue and white because they have to live with me. Certainly, it's part of what we do on Thanksgiving Day. It's part of our tradition now. And certainly, I'd like to send sincerest wishes and best wishes to the city of Quincy on Thanksgiving. It's going to be a great game. Our city is great. The kids that are representing both high schools here are outstanding. So celebrate with us and enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Bob, one more thing. The Globe has a nation awards that are presented to the high schools all around the state in Eastern Mass. And Quincy in Division II was rated number 28 out of maybe 100 schools. And again, I believe this is the way the programs are working, and that's a tremendous honor.
Well, certainly, I would say to you, in reference to our athletic programs, that first the credit goes to Ed Miller and to my coaches and to the work that they've done in preparing our kids and getting our kids to the level of competition that they're involved in the way that they've represented our high school. I could talk about the fact that this fall we've had a great fall, in the city with state champions at North Quincy High School girls volleyball. Congratulations to Coach Rendell and all their work. Our soccer team making the tournament. Kevin Orcutt, my coach, being Eastern Mass Division I Coach of the Year. We had the ACL Player of the Year in soccer. All of those things are representative of the hard work for the community. I mean, and it starts, certainly it starts with leadership from Mr. Miller, and from Mr. Miller into our coaches, and then down to our kids. And hey, we're about kids. That's what this is about, and it's great for them.
Bob, always pleasure. Thank
Happy
you.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, Don, before you let him go away there, we asked Bob Cutha what the atmosphere in the high school was like the last few days in anticipation of the game.
Jimmy Timmons, you just asked me before you get away, what was the atmosphere all week during the, I know what it's like, but I want you to bring it to the people's attention what it's like in the high school.
Well, first off, we have, this is our Pride Week time, so we do a lot of celebrations in reference to preparing for the game. So the student body's organized, the student body gets excited. We have class competitions and all sorts of fun like that ends up in our rally when we award our Pride Trophy. Our senior class won the Pride Trophy this year. I'd say for the football team, the word is focus. Yes, sir. Focus, focus. We talk about that all the time. They've had a great year. Coach Noble's done a great job, and certainly the boys are prepared to play.
Thanks, Bob.
Donnie,
Appreciate it.
Donnie, can you hear me down there? Donnie,
Yes, I can.
Jack Raymond, tell Mr. Cutha that I talked to John Magnarelli, the official, and that he will throw the flag at Cutha if he doesn't stop yelling at the officials.
Oh, boy. Jackie Rammer wants them to let me know that John Magnarelli is the referee today, and he will throw a flag at you if you get too boisterous.
Well, during my 12 years of coaching, I had John Magnarelli as an official. I know that he was born and raised in North Quincy High School, that he's part of the North Quincy Hall of Fame. But you know what? In the long run, hey, John's a great guy. He's done a great job in this game. And if the flag comes towards me, Mr. Raymer knows it's because I'm doing my quiet reflection in the end zone.
Thanks, Bob.
right.
Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Don. Just a little sidelight here. Although some of you have been joining us for several years here for Thanksgiving coverage, this is the first year that Access Television is carrying the audio. We normally take a JDA feed in, but this year we've got Jack and I in the booth, and Don Duggan graciously agreed during the production meeting on Monday, Jack, when it was 50 degrees and sunny outside, that he'd do the sideline work. But Jack Raymer and I, we caught the advanced weather report on Monday, and we definitely grabbed these booth seats.
Bill Early promised us it'd be 60 degrees and sunny and would have the windows open and everything else, but the weather doesn't matter today. Jimmy, it's going to be a great game, and these kids don't worry about it.
Yeah, and back on the issue of field conditions and just the teams themselves, one thing I noted, Jack, in going over the lineups, we have to thank both print media in Quincy, the Quincy Sun and the Patriot Ledger, that had some great pregame coverage. The Quincy Sun, you look down the starting lineups there, and you see that North Quincy has 4 linemen that go both ways. They're on the field for offense and defense. And Quincy High, with a little more depth, their linemen, they've got a group of 5 offensive linemen, and then they have defensive linemen. The guys don't go both ways. What type of a factor will that be like today, Jack?
Well, I think it certainly, the more guys you can get into a game and the fresher you are down in the fourth quarter, I think, that is a big part of it. You'll see guys going in and out, especially under the conditions. In frozen conditions like this, maybe the smaller guy has got a speed advantage and he can, maybe be a little more effective. So I think you'll see the coaches probably do a lot more substitutions, than they ordinarily would. But certainly the more players you have out there, I think it does give you a bit of an advantage. And we'll have to see today, how that works. Like you said, Quincy does have more guys going one way. So that will be a factor, I'm sure, at some point.
Yeah, North's last game against North Andover, they were up 19-12 in the third quarter, and they ended up losing. Could have been in part the depth factor there. North Andover came at them with a strong running game. Before we go on, we're going to go back to the sideline. We've got Don Duggan now, who's going to chat briefly with North Quincy High School Principal Lou Iannelli.
Yes, I'm here with Lou Iannelli, the principal of North Quincy High School. And Lou, I just want to bring up the fact that North Quincy's had a rebuilding year, and they've really showed how much they've improved over the last few weeks. And your thoughts on the game today?
Thanks, Tony. We have a senior-laden team, and they've been preparing well. They've lifted weights in the off-season. They've been working very hard during practice. We expect it to be a great game. We know that Quincy's a tough team, but on Thanksgiving, I think it'll be an even game. It'll be hard-fought, and it should be very exciting.
Lou, also this week here, the Globe had an article that they do the Dalton Awards for the top Division I teams, and they all the girls and boys programs. And North Quincy finished 24th this year. And that's quite a compliment because Brockton High finished 28th, and nobody beats Brockton High. But that's quite an accomplishment for North Quincy High.
Right, thanks, Tony. We're very proud of that. It's a team effort. It's the student athletes working hard, but it's also a very outstanding coaching staff. They do a tremendous job, and I'm glad it's paying off with good results.
Lou, it's always a pleasure.
Don, before you let him go away, would you have Lou Iannelli talk for a minute about the atmosphere in the high school this week, and also maybe he can comment briefly about the accreditation review of North Quincy High. They received a tremendous review. It was published in the paper last week. So the high school's moving in the right direction. If you could ask the principal to comment on those things.
I got Jimmy Timmons talking about Lou. He wants you to comment on the accreditation you received this week about the excellence of the academic program at North Quincy High School.
This week we received our results of the NEASC accreditation visit. That's the New England Association of Schools and Colleges, and they evaluate every high school in New England, and our report came out very positive. They were very pleased with the positive climate at North Quincy High School, the academic programs, the athletic programs, and the extracurriculars. So the kids have an awful lot to do, and things are going very well. Usually they expect us to respond to certain, most schools have to respond to certain needs right away, but we didn't have any to respond to, so I'm very pleased with that. It shows that the faculty at North and the students do a great job.
Well, Lou, it's always a pleasure. See you later, Lou.
All right, thank you, Don. And before we go on with our coverage, we're going to cut away. The Access Television crew's prepared a little. They've spent some time with the cheerleaders from both North and Quincy High School. We have a little piece on the North Quincy cheerleaders today.
Hi, my name is Nancy. I'm a sophomore, and I want to wish the boys good luck.
Hi, my name is Julie Moore. I'm a senior. Good luck, boys. Hi, my name is Ashley Need. I'm a senior and captain of the Red Raiders cheerleading squad. I want to wish the boys the best of luck on Thursday. Go Raiders!
Hi, my name is Lisa Ferris. I'm a junior. I'd like to say good luck, North Quincy.
Hi, my name is Kim Gillis. I'm a junior. I just want to say good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Lauren Gage. I'm a junior at North Quincy, and I'd like to say good luck, boys. This is our year.
Hi, my name is Zoe Viner. I'm a sophomore. I'd like to say good luck, NQ.
Hi, my name's Caitlin Fitzgerald. I'm a freshman. I just wanted to say good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Vay. I'm a sophomore. I want to say good luck, Raiders.
Hi, my name is Julie Zen. I'm a sophomore. I just want to wish the boys the best of luck.
Hi, my name's Chrissy Halen, and I'm a freshman at North Quincy High School. I just wanted to say go Raiders.
Hi, my name's Stephanie Tobe, and I'm a sophomore at North Quincy High School. I just wanted to wish the boys the best of luck.
Hi, my name's Valentina. I'm a freshman, and I just want to say go get 'em, Raiders.
Hi, my name's Danielle Thompson. I'm a sophomore. I want to say to the North Quincy Raiders, good luck.
Hi, my name's Corey Verholt. I'm a sophomore. I just want to say good luck, Red Raiders.
Hi, my name's Kimberly Allen. I'm a freshman. I like to say go NQ.
Well, I'll tell you, we saw the girls in the gymnasium there, Jack. Right now, they're down on the sidelines. They get their work cut out for them today. They're going to have a cold crowd and cold conditions, but they're down there. They're getting ready, and we say good luck to the North cheerleaders as well. Jack, before we get back to more coverage, we just want to let our viewers know that broadcast times for the game, as you know, we're not able to do this live, but there will be game tapes shown today, Thanksgiving Day, at 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and at midnight. And then Friday, November 29th, the game will be shown at noontime, 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. So for those kids who are out on the field and want to get those video cassette players ready to go, I'd recommend Friday at noon, 4, or 8. And also on Sunday, one thing we are able to do is bring live coverage of the Quincy Christmas Parade. That'll begin at 12:30 on Sunday. Quincy Access Television Channel 8 for live coverage of the Quincy Christmas Parade. So it's a big weekend here in Quincy, Jack, and Quincy Access Television is going to be there to cover it all.
Well, the parade is certainly, next to the Thanksgiving Day game in the city here. I think it's such a huge undertaking. I believe this is the 50th year of the parade. I look forward to where I've been, the last couple of years working on the street with Josephine Shea and with Betty and Frank McCauley, and, we look forward to it. And, it looks like the weather's going to be a little cold, but a nice day. And I'll tell you, you watch the faces on the kids in that parade. It's truly one of the great parades, in the South Shore, and Quincy Access certainly does a great job in its coverage. All the crew and everything else, they do a great job.
Yeah, under tough conditions sometimes too. We're going to cut away now to a piece on the Quincy High School cheerleaders. Actually, coming out there, you see the king and queen of Quincy High walking out with a mare there. Jack, who have we got here from Quincy High School?
Joe Scribby is the king, and Nicole Fabrizio is the queen at Quincy High School this year, and they are both great students and representing their school very well.
Yeah, Nicole has the great fortune of looking just like her beautiful mother, and we wouldn't know that her dad, Tom Fabrizio, had anything to do with her there. So, lovely young lady. There's Ed Miller giving her flowers, and we see the captains. This is a nice thing, out with the principal and representatives from both schools. And there's the North Queen as well. Now, apparently the king is one of the North football players as well. Big number 79 is out there.
Pat O'Brien.
Yeah, Pat O'Brien
is there, and I don't have the Queen's name, unfortunately. Yeah. But we will find that out for you. And also, Jimmy, we have a lot of guys that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to do the best we can with. We hope we don't, mispronounce anybody's names, but please don't call the station. But we're going to do the very best we can and recognize these kids as they certainly do a great game here today.
All right, we're going to cut to that Quincy High tape. You're going to get to meet the Quincy High cheerleaders.
Hi, my name's Megan. I'm a senior captain this year. I want to say good luck to Bob and Chris. It's time to beat North.
Hi, my name's Megan. I'm a senior captain. I just want to say good luck, Kevin and Tim.
Hi, my name is Megan. I'm a senior captain. Good luck, Dave Andronico and Dave Bonchek. Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm a senior captain. I just want to say good luck to Frankie Parker and Happy Bacard.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a sophomore. Good luck, Dennis and Marty.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm a senior. Good luck to Anthony Boyle and Mike Tadro.
Hi, I'm Shauna. I'm a sophomore. I just want to say good luck to Echo and Mark.
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm a junior. I'd like to say good luck, Mo.
Hi, I'm Elena. I'm a senior. I'd like to say good luck, Coxie and Greg.
Hi, my name's Chrissy. I'm a senior. I'd like to say good luck, Matt and Sean.
Hi, my name's Victoria, and I'm a freshman. I want to say good luck, Jay.
Hi, my name's Kim. I'm a sophomore. I'd like to say good luck to Tiago and Steve.
Hi, my name's Leah. I'm a sophomore. I'd just like to say good luck to JD and Jeff.
Hi, my name's Catherine. I'm a sophomore. I want to say good luck to Tom and Anthony.
Hi, my name's Terry. I'm a freshman. I'd like to say good luck to Matt Hodges.
Hi, my name's Andrea. I'm a sophomore, and I'd like to say good luck to Richard Churchill.
Hi, my name's Danielle. I'm a sophomore, and I'd like to say good luck, Truck.
Well, before we cut down to the field, Don Duggan's down there with Mayor Phelan. I just want to mention that was Ashley Nee, I believe, who's the North Quincy Queen. We've got a football player and a cheerleader doubling up for North Quincy today. Now what we're going to do is cut to the field. Don Duggan has found Mayor Phelan, and they're going to chat briefly.
Good morning. I'm here with Mayor William J. Phelan. And, Mr. Mayor, how is your feelings about today and how it means to the city this great football game?
Well, first of all, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. This is a great, great day. It's beautiful, a little cold. We got the snow off the field. Tom Koch and his crew did a great job, and it's going to be a great game today. Both teams have worked hard all season, and I want to wish them both luck. I come from a divided family. I graduated from North Quincy, and my wife graduated from Quincy High, so
you got to sit on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, we're both trying to get the kids on either side of the field today, but this is going to be a great day. I can feel the excitement in the air, and this is one of the best days in Quincy.
It's absolutely the best day. I know the players are coming up very soon, but Jimmy Timmons and Jack Raymer are in the booth, and I'm sure they're going to want to ask a question. Guys, you got a question for the mayor?
You didn't tell me they were going to ask me a question.
Jackie Raymer always has a question. Oh, here comes the president.
All right.
Well, I think Mayor Phelan used to be part of that round ball game, but I'm sure he was a great athlete at North Quincy, and we want to welcome him. And I'm sure he's a great supporter of the athletics, so it's just nice to be here with him today.
Well, Jackie just said to me you were a round ball guy, and I just have to say I play basketball too, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, I was talking to Eddie Miller, who was my coach, as the athletic director. I said, after walking across the field and feeling the hard, cold field, basketball. I know why I played basketball, not football, but they're going to have a great time out here today, and I'm looking forward to a good game.
And Mr. Mayor, thank you, and have a nice holiday.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, take it away.
All right, thank you, Don, and thanks, Mayor Phelan. Mayor Phelan doing a great job thus far. He's been mayor for a little over a year, and unfortunately with a 2-year term, he's got to start running again soon, but he's done a great job. He seems to have acclimated to the office of mayor, and we hope he and his family will have fun today. Looking down in the field there to the right of our screen, you see a gentleman in red and black, and he's got to be one of the more zealous North Quincy students there, because I think he left his coat at home, but we'll see if he lasts the whole
let's
game.
Let's take a look at him in the
huh?
third quarter. I bet you he won't be still standing down there, but you never know.
Right. Well, the players have taken the field. The Quincy High squad is out on their side of the field. They're going to be on the field opposite the main grandstand there. We're over on the west side of the stadium in the grandstand, and Quincy's going to be opposite us. The Red Raiders are ready to come out on the field, and we're going to be playing football soon. In the north end zone, it looks like we have the combined high school bands. They're going to come out for the national anthem. So it's interesting, Jack. Whereas back when you were coaching and, back when I was a student and everything, there was a clear delineation between the two schools. There's a little more of a, due to this combined band and a few other components here, a little more of a mutuality here. It's more of a City of Quincy event than a North versus Quincy event today.
Well, they do a lot of things together now. I know they're doing some parades and things like that. But as much as hard as the football players and the cheerleaders work, Jimmy, the members of the band certainly, this is a special day for them to come out and highlight their talents. So, they all work just as hard in whatever thing they do, and we want to compliment, all the players and cheerleaders, and also members of the band who represent this school today.
I'll tell you,
the Red Raiders now.
Yeah, you see the runway there. It's all lined up, and you hear the chatter. When Mayor Phelan was talking with Don Duggan, you could hear the noise when Quincy High took the field. Well, now the Red Raiders are on the field, and the boys are all fired up and ready to go.
This is what it's all about. It's funny. I bet you there are coaches all over Massachusetts today, last night, probably trying to think of that great pep talk that's going to give it to them before the game. But you know something, Jimmy? The kids aren't listening. They, I tell you, the kids are ready to play football. I don't think there's anything coaches can say to get them ready. And that's the thrill of this game, and how the kids are. And this hype is going to end now after the first play. It'll be just like another game to them. But there's nothing the coaches can say from a little bit of experience that they're going to change anything these guys do. But here we go, and we're ready to get underway.
Yeah, there's the field conditions again, Jack. It looks like it's not thawing out yet, and you see the tire marks as the combined band comes out. So we're going to get ready, and John Mercurio is down on the field with a field camera there. He's picking up the combined bands coming out on the field, and what we're going to do is the captains are there. They're ready for the coin toss, and the bands are getting ready for the national anthem.
I was just going to say I did talk to John Magnarelli, who was our referee today, a North Quincy graduate. But just to mention real quick, Lou Pearlstein is the umpire. Jimmy Shaw is the linesman. Bob Tate is the line judge. Jim McGann is the back judge, and Mo Duffy is on the clock. And they have 5 officials for this game, and the majority of the time, I would say, they do a great job. But it must be hard for John Magnarelli because he's he's a Quincy guy, North Quincy guy, but he does a great job, and he's a very respected official.
All right, the field, the flag is being brought out onto the field now, and the coin toss is happening. Let's hear what they have to say about the coin toss.
Put your backs that way. North Quincy over here. North Quincy has won the toss. Will receive. Guys, let's shake hands. We're going to have a fantastic game today. Great game, guys. Great game.
Okay. All right, North won the toss. They're going to receive. Looks like they want to go right at them, Jack. Quincy took the north side of the field. They're going to defend from the north side of the field. So we're ready to go. The wind is out of the north today. If we get a shot of the flag down the road, you'll see that it's been a brisk northerly wind. We're going to pause for a moment for the national anthem.
And the playing of the national anthem by the combined city band.
Well, as we pan to the field, you can see that the field is filled up nicely despite the weather conditions. Great rendition of our national anthem by the combined band. And we're ready to go here, Jack. It looks like it's, you could hear during the national anthem, Jack, a field microphone picking up that wind down there. Yeah. So it looks like it's going to be the Crystal Bear show here in the first quarter. We'll see what North can do with that running game. They're going to be going into a strong headwind as they go from south to north in the first possession.
Well, I'll tell you, Jimmy, it's great to be here. It's 10 o'clock in the morning in the city of Quincy, and everybody in the city right now is thinking football, thinking about this game, and everybody that's moved away from the city, I'll tell you, is their memories are back here for whatever happened to them, on their day. So it's just a great event. We're going to see a great game. We're ready to play some football.
Looks like there's a little confusion in the field here. The North squad is heading down. James Coughlin is trying to
maybe they're gonna. This must be a new trick play at Tony Green. I don't know.
Yeah, well, James Coughlin's trying to snooker the Quincy Presidents. He wants to have the wind at his back, but I don't think that worked. You see James heading back down the field. He's the last Red Raider. Nice try, James, but Quincy's on top of this. And I'll tell you, their secret weapon is out there, number 10, Thiago Goes. Jack, the first time I saw that young man up here at the stadium on a Friday night, I talked about a Division I potential kicker. That young man can really kick the ball. Talk a little bit about Thiago.
Well, I'll tell you, he's a transfer student to Quincy High School. He's had a great year, and I think you can never underestimate the ability of having someone who can really kick the ball as he has, and he puts his team in great situations, whether it's punting or kicking off, and it's a big asset to have on your team. Today, although you can kick them deep, I'll tell you, you put one on this turf today, and it's going to be pretty tough to. But he's done an outstanding job, and for being here for 1 year has really helped his team.
I'll tell you, if North Quincy High can get out past their 30 on this kickoff, they'll have decent field conditions. If they're pinned inside their 30, the field's all snow and frost, and that's where this Thiago goes factor comes into play, because North Quincy's got a fine kicker in his own right, Lindy Lays. Lindy consistently gets the ball inside the 20, but Thiago gets it down near the goal line. And that difference of 20 yards could be a big factor here today.
All right, well, I think, knowing Coach Noble, I think he's going to ask him to kick it low and hard and make it an adventure out there on this turf. But I'll tell you, those kids aren't cold right now. They're ready to play football.
All right, we're ready to go. Thiago's got his special teams crew set. And we're ready for Thanksgiving football here at Veterans Stadium. The crowd's on its feet. Mr. Goes waiting for a single. He's checking up and down his line, approaching the ball, and here's the kickoff. It's a high, deep kick to the right side, picked by James Coughlin. He fumbles it at the 15, picks it up. He's got room up the middle, takes one pop there, shakes it off, and gets out to the 30. So North's got good field position here.
Well, they did. They kicked it high. Coughlin was able to field the ball, and those guys coming down, one thing they had to do was be under control, because with the slippery conditions, that's one of the things they have to do.
Yeah, James took quite a hit there at about the 20, but shook it right off, got the ball to 30. And if you look at that field, to the right of the ball, or to the right of the view on our screen there, all you see is snow and frost. James got the ball out where there's some decent field condition, and we'll see what the North Quincy offense under quarterback Kevin Halloran can do today here. Halloran under center, takes a snap, and it's a quick hitter over the left side to Coughlin, but he's met right away by the Quincy defense. Looked like number 59 and number 33 for Quincy in on the first hits.
Mark DeRoyce playing defensive tackle, and J.D. Hyacinth from linebacker position. And we can go over quickly the defensive front. Anthony Boyle, Mike Cox, Tom Belton, I believe, is in there, Mark DeRoyce, and Steve Ecostachian. You'll see a lot of them.
All right, Halloran under center, 2nd and 8. Calling signals. Takes a snap. This one's to Dolbear, trying to get outside. And he does. He shakes 2 tackles. And Chris Dolbear with a nice run out to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's a fumble there in Quincy. Here again, it's a turnover, and you got to hold on to the ball. Mr. Dolbear got hit. I didn't see who made the hit, but we'll get that back maybe on the replay. But it's going to be tough, and this is what's going to be a key. You got to hold on to that football because it's cold.
Here comes the replay, Jack. We're going to see there's Dolbear over the left side. He's got 2 hands on the ball, takes that first hit there. Now he thinks he's in the clear. And with the strip, it's 32 for Quincy.
J.D. Hyacinth with a nice play.
Yeah, Hyacinth. Very active linebacker. He does a nice job.
Well, let's see if Quincy can take advantage of the first turnover.
Bringing his offense up for the presidents, Kevin O'Connell, the senior quarterback. Done a great job all year. He's got an empty backfield. Looking to his left. Well, they've got the wind at their back. They're looking to make something happen right away. Coach Bob Noble trying a little square in there, looking for Sean Munchback, but they missed the connection.
Well, Coach Noble has stayed right to his game plan. They've thrown the ball all year, and he went right back at it. I think maybe he's trying to take advantage. The receiver might have a little bit of an advantage there with the defensive backs back a little bit. So, Bob Noble going according to his game plan.
Yeah, short square and route, just missed it. I'll tell you one nice thing about the 2 high schools in Quincy. Both O'Connell and Halloran are great quarterbacks, first-class athletes, and they both had an opportunity to lead their teams this year. Here's the handoff over the left side. Quincy back to the ground, trying to test that North Quincy defense with J.J. Niamke over the left side, but North was up to the task. making the stop after a gain of about 4. So it looks like it's going to be third down, and they gave him 3. 3rd and 7 here for the Presidents.
Niemke is a great threat. I don't think this frozen turf a little bit is going to help him, but you give him a little bit, he can take it the whole way, and be interesting to see how that pans out today.
3rd and 7. O'Connell under center. He's got one back, a deep back. He's got Ramponi in the slot on the right in motion. He's looking to his left. Over the middle of Munchback. This one's picked off. Nice reaction there.
Darryl Zoya.
Darryl Zoya covering the short man, Munchback, and Munchback couldn't hold on to that ball. It dropped right into Zoya's hands. Watch this replay here, Jack. You see Ramponi in motion. This is a quick hitter over the middle. You see Munchback delaying there. Couldn't quite hold on to it, and there's a nice reaction by Darryl Zoya.
Right place at the right time right there for Mr. Zoya, but 2 turnovers right off the bat, Jimmy. Let's see how North responds now.
Yeah, here's Holleran. Here's Coughlin right over the nose guard, the center there. Hit by the nose guard. He picked up a tough 2. You talked about 2 turnovers. Those were attributable really to the frozen ball, the frozen hands, not really the field. One was a strip. The other one was just the missed pass there.
Hard to hold on to the ball. It was a very safe pattern, but Munchback doesn't miss those too often.
Holleran calling signals. The give to Dolbear, left side again. He stood up. Nice job by the Quincy Presidents of reacting to Dolbear. They've got to keep him in check. That was Steve Ekosician.
Steve has done a great job at defensive end, and he's had a great year for Quincy. And,
on the replay, here you see Dolbear following his blockers, following Coughlin, but sliding through with that first hit for Quincy was number 88, Mike Sullivan. And here's Dolbear trying to get out the right side, trying to find an opening. Sullivan over there again. We're seeing 88 everywhere here, Jack.
He's done a great job for Quincy this year, and you'll see him all over the field today.
All right, Dolbear did get outside. He got wide. He picked up about 7 there. It's going to bring up a... This 3rd down. They've got 4th down on the field. I think
it's 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, yeah. 3rd and 2 here. Holleran calling signals. He's got a split backfield. Looks like he might be changing the play there.
No, it is 4th down. I saw Tony Green trying to call a timeout. It looks like it is 4th down. Tony's going for it, and they're trying to draw Quincy, but unfortunately North Quincy seems to have gone offside, according to Mr. Magnarelli.
We have a dead ball foul. False start. On the offense. Still 4th down.
Yeah, a little confusion between Zoya and Holleran on that snap. Kevin moved before the ball got there, so it's going to be 4th down, and they are punting. I'll tell you, the kicking game for both teams very solid. North Quincy relies on the punting here of Matt Francis. Matt ran the ball. Tough problems with the football, the condition of the football there.
Well, sometimes it's going to be tough on those special teams. Punting, kicking off, it's just snapping the ball, the long snap, and so Quincy again gets a break, and they're going to take over about the 35-yard line, and let's see what Coach Noble has going now.
We got 7 minutes left in the first quarter here. The action has been back and forth, but all kinds of mistakes too, the turnovers. We got to see which team's going to capitalize on a turnover first. O'Connell under center is a quick hitter. Ramponi, the left side. I'll tell you, he picks up about 4 or 5 gutty yards there right over the left side. Matt Ramponi's had a nice year for the Presidents.
He's a very hard running back. He comes from a great family, a great tradition in Quincy, and Matt's had really 3 great years playing for Quincy as varsity, and he'll be a big impact today. This is his type of day out there, I think.
Matt picked up 4 on that one. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Presidents. They're at the North Quincy 33. O'Connell calling signals. Ramponi in motion, left to right. Here's the pitch. Another fumble. Ball's on the ground. Looks like it was covered by the Presidents.
Yeah, you're going to... The ball is doing some crazy things. Real quick, I think we should just mention the offensive line of Quincy. We got J.D. Hyacinth at tight end, Dave Aldronico, number 76 at tackle, Ed DeWitt at guard, Andrew Picard at center, Steve Olson, Rich Churchill, right guard, right tackle, Anthony Boyle at the other tight end.
Yeah, we don't talk enough about the linemen. For North Quincy, the defense, they've got Costa Kalpakidis, Corey Piazza, Dave Buttimer, Pat O'Brien, and Big George Phipps. Three of those guys go both ways. George Phipps, the biggest guy on the field at 6'2", 240.
On the defense, repeat the down, second down.
Okay, we're going to play that back. You heard the official, an offside call. George Phipps at 6'2", 240 is the biggest kid in the field, Jack. He goes both ways. He never comes off the field. He's had a great senior season for the Red Raiders. So those are our linemen gritting it out there today. It's 2nd and 2 for the Presidents as O'Connell calls signals. There's the handoff. Big opening. And down inside the Red Raider 20.
J.J. Niemke.
Yeah, Niemke. Big number 33. He had or 23 rather. He had a big opening there on the right side. Both teams have been running to their left. That time Niemke went over the right side and picked up about 8.
Picked up about 8 yards. First down for Quincy.
Yeah, big first down. They're inside the 20. They're at the 18. Field conditions now could be a factor. As O'Connell brings them up. He's got the split backfield. Niemke and Ramponi back there. Looking over the North defense. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Ramponi on the left side. And he's met right away. Great job by the North defense. Looked like big number 59 for the Red Raiders up there to make the first hit. That's George Phipps. Nice stop out there on the left side.
Tony Green using a 4-man defensive front. Quincy had some success on the right side, but not on the left side that time. But it'd be interesting to see if Quincy will go with double tight ends and try to spread out that front four to get eat away yardage inside and a nice safe play.
It was actually a loss of 2 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Presidents. O'Connell pitched to Niemke, trying to find room on the right side, but he's met out there on the right side by big number 85 for North Quincy. Matt Francis, nice tackle there. He held his ground and brought down Niemke. We're going to have a little problem due to the field conditions with being precise, but
looks like it's on the 19-yard line, 3rd and...
Yeah, it looked like they strung him out there for no gain. They're going to give him a 3rd and 12 here.
That would be the key for the defenses today, to string those tosses out, and because of the footing, it's going to be that advantage to the defense in that situation.
Yeah, he's got Munch back, wide right. Niemke in the backfield. Here goes Ramponi in motion. O'Connell takes a snap. He's looking right. Dumps it out to Niemke, who's got blockers, but there's a nice pursuit, nice tackle by
Kevin
number
Holleran.
14 for the Red Raiders, Kevin Holleran. Kevin Holleran has not been on the field defensively for the Raiders this season. He's their quarterback, so they've kept him off, but he's out there for the Thanksgiving game. Made a great stop there on 3rd down. We're going to get on to Don Duggan for a moment, who's right down there where the ball is, to talk about field conditions. Go ahead, Don.
Jimmy, I've been hearing you and Jackie allude to the problems down here, and it really is a shame because there's so many skilled athletes out here today, and turnovers are going to be a big part of this game. But you can see nobody turns the corner here. It's going to be inside the tackles, I think. But it's a shame because there's so many skilled athletes that the quarterbacks can't get their hands warming up, and the outside running of Niemke and probably the old Bear is going to be very tough for them today.
Yeah, thanks, Don. You're right about that. And then the other thing is we're looking for gloves down there. It looks like the linemen have gloves on, but some of the skilled players, they don't have gloves. And thought we might see them today, especially with the technology what it is today. You know?
They certainly do. Most of them wear them. As long as we have them up here, that's the main thing.
You got it. Yeah. All right. Well, Mr. O'Connell is in a shotgun with a 4th and 11. They're at the 20. Matt Ramponi runs over and calls a timeout. O'Connell looked over the North defense and saw something he didn't like, and they got a timeout. Coach Noble is out there in the field there. He called the timeout.
Thought we might see a field goal attempt here, maybe something to get Quincy on the board, but Coach Noble's going to...
Yep, here
well,
he comes.
Thiago now. He
Mr.
changed his
Goes.
mind. Let's see how... Again, the most important guy here, Jimmy, is going to be the snap. It's just hard to grip that ball, and that's North had some trouble with it, and we'll see what happens. But let's see. The young man is quite a kicker, and let's see if he can get on the board.
Well, interestingly, they're right down in that area of the field where he should be able to get pretty solid footwork. This is an extraordinary weapon. It's going to be a 38-yard attempt. He's going to kick from the 28. The posts are back 10 yards, a 38-yard attempt. This is really something, high school football. We'll see what Goes can do. Here's a tough snap.
Thiago.
Goes, picks it up. Yep, they're going to call, going to bring this back 5 yards, right? I think the ball slipped on the center there when he tried to make the snap.
Right.
We'll hear from the field official.
I don't know where Thiago is going with that ball. I don't think he's practiced that play running the ball too much. But,
I remember Garo Upremian's run. That looked like a replay there. You said he was from Brazil, right? Yeah. All
We're
right.
going to go back 5.
What do you think? Do they try a 43-yarder? Is Thiago still there? Thiago's still there. Looks like Coach Noble feels is the odds
I think
are
he
better.
can kick it. I think we just got to get the snap. I think Coach Noble has a lot of confidence in this young man.
All right. The holder for the Presidents. Another key spot here. It's Truck Trong, backup quarterback. Here's the snap. Truck gets it down. There's the kick. It's got the leg. Is it accurate?
No, it was wide. It was long enough, but it was
wide. Right. So Goes definitely at the distance there, but he was not able to get that ball over. Nice snap. Nice placement by Truck Trong. Good distance, but North Quincy survives one there, and they're going to take over at their 24-yard line. There's 3:14 left. The first quarter, the clock had been running, but with the turnovers and various other issues, the game slowed down a little bit here. We see them setting. The Red Raiders are ready to go. The official sets them, and here we go. Kevin Holleran under center. Here's the pitch to Dolbear, left side. He's got Coughlin in front of him, but unable to get anywhere. I'll tell you, big number 88 for the Presidents again out there.
Mike Sullivan.
Doing a great job, Mike Sullivan. Sullivan's been strong on that end all first quarter, doing a super job. He's been outside now 3 times to stop Dolbear.
Well, Mike's been a captain and a good leader in this team, and he's all over the secondary, I can tell you that, Jimmy.
Okay, so Dolbear did pick up 3 there. It's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Red Raiders. Holleran looking to his right. Drops it outside. Great reception by Gary Dalton, and he gets cut down at about the 46-yard line. Gary Dalton with the reception. Great job by Holleran and Dalton connecting there, Jack.
Well, it was just out of the backfield like a wing-back position, and nice pass by Holleran and Dalton, able to hold on to the ball and picked up almost 20 yards. So Quincy with a little, North Quincy with a little play-action pass there. Hit the shot, safe pass, and a big first down for them.
Yeah, big 16-yard gain. They're in the right part of the nice part of the field to do something like that. It's a little clear there, and a great reception by Dalton, showing good hands. Another beautiful ball delivered by Holleran. Holleran under center. Give to Dolbear right up the middle. There's a flag on the play, but Dolbear picked up about 8. We'll see if it stands up. It's in the area where we might have seen a hold. And we did see a hold there. They caught someone for a hold. I'll tell you, with those field conditions, it's got to be tough to get up and get your blocks, huh, Jack?
We have holding on the offense. Repeat the down, first down.
Both teams are coming off the ball well, Jimmy, and, it's like anything else they say. There's probably holding on every play in football, but unfortunately for North Quincy, that puts a big 10-yard penalty is going to hurt them. But, again, a break for Quincy.
Yeah, they took a 7-yard gain off the board. That's too bad. And North's now back inside their 40. They're at their 37, where Kevin Holleran will bring them out 1st and 20. You talked about the President defense being back a bit. They're right up there. They're playing the run all the way. Dolbear trying to get outside, but he and big number 88 there those two guys are going to spend a lot of time together today. Mike Sullivan, Chris Dahlbeer.
Mike Sullivan again coming up from the safety position to make a nice play, and Tony might want to start running the other way, away from 88, but
yeah, Dahlbeer
nice
picked
job,
up 5 on that one. It's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 37.
6-yard gain, 2nd and 14.
I was mentioning there, Jack, that the President defense, I mean, they're not laying back here at all. They're right up. The linebackers are about 3 yards back. The D-backs are about 5 yards back. They're playing the run all the way. There's Dahlbeer right over the nose.
There's a nice move by him on the outside to come out. He made a nice spin move there, Jimmy. Stopped intentionally at the line of scrimmage and then spinned away. A nice 8-yard gain for Mr. Dahlbeer.
Yeah, Dahlbeer's been doing that all season. The interesting thing about him, Dahlbeer can go inside and he can go outside. He's got the speed to go outside and the moves inside, and a strong runner as well. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and about 5 after that pickup. Nice 10-yard gain. This is a big play for the Red Raiders early on, trying to establish their offense here. Holleran under center. Well, we got a false start there. A little eager to get out and make his block. Big number 79, Pat O'Brien. O'Brien's one of those two-way players we talked about earlier, Jack. He's out in the field all along, and I don't know at what point fatigue becomes a factor, but
false start.
Well, these guys, they know they have 44 minutes left of their football career, a lot of them, so I don't think fatigue will worry about these guys. You know, they're young and they're coming out there fine. Not like some of the dignitaries coming into our booth now, because a little cold out there, I guess. I see Mr. Chisholm, former principal of the Red Raiders here, but it's nice to see him.
All right, it's 3rd down and 9 here. Ball on the 46. Holleran looking right. No one's open. He's going to run, trying to get outside, and he gets knocked out of bounds right at about the 50-yard line. So it's going to be a 4th down, about 6. We'll see what the Red Raiders do here. Holleran's coming over the sideline, and they're bringing out the punting crew here. Matt Francis is their punter. And Matt actually does a nice job.
Let's see how the snap comes. I think we had a little problem with the snap last time, but it's tough out there. Roger Palermo and Munchback are back. There's a good snap.
Good snap. Francis, low kick into the wind. Looks like it's going to hit the ground and be covered by the Red Raiders right at about the 26-yard line. So not a bad job by the Red Raiders in terms of the field position. The Presidents are going to start at their own 26. It doesn't look like the field's thawing out at all, Jack.
Well, it's hard to tell from up here, but it's probably going to be hard. But I think it will as the game goes on. By halftime, I think it should be.
Yeah, we're under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Another little factor here, the way the sun is. You said the Presidents might like to throw. The receivers have a favorable. They're looking away from the sun as they go north to south. Next quarter, they'll be looking into it. There's a broken play as Niemke couldn't get started. He stepped right into a frozen spot and fell down. O'Connell had to turn it up himself. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3 on the play.
The running backs have to take their time getting out of the stance, because if they fire off like they would on a dry field, they're just going to fall right down, and I think you'll see that's what happened to JJ.
If you watch the replay, yeah, you see Niemke on the ground as O'Connell tries to hand it off to him. And here he goes. Picked up about 3. So we're coming down. This will be the final play of the first quarter as O'Connell steps up under center. Sends Ramponi over to his left. He's got Munchback wide right, Ramponi left, calling signals. Fakes the handoff, looking out to his right side. It's all wide open. There goes O'Connell. I'll tell you, the crowd reacting there as Mr. O'Connell came out and dipped his shoulder, a la Steve Grogan. He didn't shy away at all. Normally you see someone slide in. Chris Dahlbeer was there in the defensive back spot, and O'Connell dipped his shoulder and put a hit on Dahlbeer as he got brought down at about the 45.
I think one thing you'll see with both these quarterbacks, they're both outstanding athletes, and they roll out, they get out of the pocket, they can do some great things in the open field. And you saw Kevin O'Connell there.
Okay.
Tough to bring down on you.
We're going to take a quick look at this replay. You got to watch the hit at the end. See, O'Connell's looking for someone and sees how wide open it is. Takes off, and now watch this. Dips the shoulder, and he put the hit on Dolbear, who I will say popped right up. We're going to go down to the field to talk to... Okay, we're going to go down to Don Duggan in a moment, but before we do, I will say that the hitting here, Jack, no surprises. They've been banging away at each other. Let's go down to the field. Don Duggan is down there with Kenny McPhee.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm here with former North Quincy High football coach Kenny McPhee. And Kenny, I know you have a new hat on now, so you want to explain. I know you're director of security, but this is also another big day for you. You're not preparing the football players, but you're preparing the stadium.
Yeah, we have some 25 or 28 police officers, 6 security guards, just to make sure that things go well. The crowd seems to be very, very cooperative today, and it's a different hat. Although I still get the butterflies just before the game starts. So.
I was just going to ask you that. Is the stomach turning?
Absolutely. It's you never lose this game, even when you're not coaching or playing in it. It's a very special day for the city of Quincy. Both groups of kids are great. North Quincy and Quincy kids. I've had a relationship with both of them. They're a great bunch of kids.
Okay, Kenny, thanks a lot for spending some time with us. Happy holiday.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, first play from scrimmage there, Matt Ramponi, right up the middle, 5-yard gain. Quincy coming on the ground. I don't know, the flag has died down a little bit there. It looks like the wind may be calming a bit here as the sun does affect conditions out there. But the flag is actually resting over there in the north end zone. We'll see if O'Connell can't do something from the air here. We thought south to north they'd be running the ball, but we'll see. He's got a bunch formation, was right there. But the give is to, is that Niemke or Ramponi?
Ramponi again. I'll tell you, they're having some great success running behind right guard Steve Olson, Rich Churchill, Andrew Picard, and looks like they picked up a first down, and
they're gonna move
see if they stay with it. Yeah. First down.
Yep, they're moving the sticks. First down, another 5-yard gain. So that's 2 plays, 10 yards. So Coach Noble will take that, and the clock's running. Neither teams really established themselves. Quincy had the better of the field position in the first quarter, but no one's really sustained a drive yet. We'll see if the Presidents can. As they get into the north side of the field here early in the second quarter. O'Connell under center. Got a motion man. Give to Ramponi again, the right side again. Big opening. This time it's an 11-yard gain, Jack.
Well, again, going to the right side, seeing some success there. Bob Noble runs a lot of motion. We'll see this again right here.
Here in the replay, you see Ramponi right about that hole. Comes thundering over the right side. There's Francis releasing from his block to make the hit. North's got a timeout here in the field. They're going to talk about it because Quincy's 3 plays now, 21 yards all over the right side. North's got to make an adjustment. The ball is at their 35. Tony Green knows he's got to stop this drive now.
Matt Ramponi looked like he was holding his side. He went over to the sideline. I'm telling you, land on that turf, it's like, with the tire marks and things like that being frozen, it's just, so solid and so hard. So.
Yeah, we're starting to see some puddling down along the sideline there, so there may be some thawing going on we're not aware of. We'll ask Don Duggan in a few minutes what he thinks of the north side of the field. But we're seeing a little bit of puddling along the track area and where the athletes are. So maybe in the second half we'll see the field actually thaw out a bit. All right, the Presidents are back to the line. Red Raiders break their timeout. Let's see if the adjustment works there.
Matt Hodges is in for Ramponi right now, I believe. Number 42.
Okay. O'Connell's got 4 receivers here. Single back. He's got Niemke in motion. There's the pitch. Now they're trying the left side, and he's getting outside. Niemke thundering down the left side. Inside the 15 to about the 13. Big run by J.J. Niemke. He wait till his block is set up. Then he squared, went upfield, picked up We're going to watch this replay here. You watch the Yampke. He's waiting for his blockers here. You see him looking upfield. Waiting. Then when he takes the opening, now he's gone.
Nice block there by J.D. Hyacinth. And, Niemke is under control there, Jim, and that's a big thing when you get to the second level. And that's why he was able to get the big yardage.
Yeah, and the Presidents now. The 14-yard line in North Quincy. O'Connell looks out to the flat. He's got a man open. He hits number 82.
Anthony Boyle
gets inside the 10. Nice tackle by Holleran out there. That was the play that worked for North Quincy. Just a little pass out to the flat. If you watch this, watch how Anthony Boyle handles this reception very nicely. And he's actually looking right back into the sun as well, Jack. Here's the ball out into the flat. Handles it nicely. Watch the tackle by Holleran here. He's out there all alone. That was a big tackle.
Touchdown saving tackle by Mr. Holleran. So Quincy's on the march here, Jim.
Yep, Quincy doing a nice job here of shifting it up, run inside, run outside. There's Niemke again inside, down to the 5. So the President offense, inside, outside, through the air. They've marched down to the North Quincy 5. Got to see if the Red Raiders can come up with a stop.
Quincy line again opening up some great holes for the running backs. So again, we're going to compliment them every chance we get for the great job that the linemen do, often unheralded.
Yeah, they have done. They've been very effective here, particularly on that right side. It's 3rd and 3. They've got the ball spotted on about the 6. Big third down play here. O'Connell under center. The give to number 20 outside for the Presidents.
Roger Palermo.
Roger Palermo into the end zone. And there's the first score today. Roger Palermo for the Quincy Presidents puts the Presidents on the board 6-0 with 7:55 to go in the first half. We're going to watch the replay here. The give is to Palermo on that right side. He gets down. The first good hit comes right here at about the 2 by Holleran, but Palermo got into the end zone, and the Presidents get on the scoreboard.
Again, Andrew Picard, Steve Olson, Rich Churchill, that right side doing a great job of blocking, and a great effort by Roger Palermo, who's a junior.
We have to see where Thiago goes. Blasts this one. Truck Trong takes a snap, gets it down, and the point after is no good. He pulled this one left. Might be that first kick influenced him a bit. Could have been the way the ball was set. We're not sure, but Thiago, again, he had the distance, but he pulled this one left. So it's going to be 6-0 for the Presidents here. They weren't able to tack on the extra point, but they put together a nice drive there, Jeff.
They did. It was a great drive. Ramponi running hard. Kevin O'Connell and then Roger Palermo coming in to finish it off. But again, the great job by the offensive line of Quincy. They're taking advantage of some great blocking on both sides, and Quincy is struck first. I did talk to Ed Miller, our athletic director, and should the game go into or be tie, we will have no more ties because they will have an overtime procedure here, overtime period. So that anybody who thinks there'll be a tie here today is wrong. Because
the only overtime game thus far was in 1975, my senior year in high school, actually. But we're going to get onto the field for Don Duggan for a moment.
Jimmy, you asked me about the field conditions, and they are still treacherous. Inside the tackle seems to be all right, but anything outside, nobody's getting any footing. And I can see Thiago goes slipped on that extra point. So the field conditions are still tough, Jimmy.
Okay, so that's what happened. Thiago slipped a bit, and that's why he pulled the ball. Go ahead.
Speaking
Jack.
of overtime, Jim, Quincy was involved, I know, in one game in overtime against Whitman Hanson, but each team goes from the 10-yard line. Oh, they've been involved in 2, I think. And each team goes from the 10-yard line till they score. And it's kind of exciting, but I'm sure the coaches don't want it to get that far.
All right, not on Turkey Day. There's the kick to the right side again. This one is going to go out of bounds just inside the 15. So what do the Presidents see here? That's twice now they've kicked to the right side. They're kicking away from Dalbert.
Well, I'd say that's a good move on their part, but they're kicking the ball to
James Coughlin.
So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Both young men have shown they have the ability to take the ball the whole way. So
Yeah,
Tony Green
Dolbear's
is-
got the speed. I'm sorry, Jack, to interrupt. Dolbear's got the speed. James is not as fast, but he's a gritty, tough runner, and I agree with you. He can move the ball. They've switched sides here. James and Chris Dolbear have shifted sides. I don't know if the presidents have noted that yet, but now they're trying to line up together. They're going to line up together in the middle of the field. So the Red Raiders are trying to react to this. They're kicking the ball away from Dolbear, as we said.
Tony Green now optioning not to take the ball on the 35, so they feel they've had some success in kickoffs this year, so they want to give it to their best guns to get right back in this football game, and they're both very capable of doing it.
Goes, gets that one up there. It's going to land at about the 20 where it's picked up by Coughlin. Coughlin, the 35, 36, gets it out to about the 36-yard line. Nice run back by James Coughlin. Good coverage by the Quincy Presidents special teams. Number 45 for the Presidents in on the stop was Tim Gleason, a senior. Tim got downfield nicely, made the hit on Coughlin. Coughlin's a rugged guy, too. That was a especially good tackle by Gleason down there on his own, because taking out James Coughlin, you're taking a guy who can take a hit. Here comes Kevin Holleran at the 37. Going to start the Red Raider offense, see if they can get a drive going. The give to Dolbear, left side. Chris ducks his head at about the 40, gets it out to about the 42, where it's going to be 2nd and 5. About a 5-yard gain there for Chris Dolbear.
Talk about the North Quincy front line. Also, Darrell Zoyer at center, Judge Phipps, Pat O'Brien, Matt Francis, Costa, Kalpadikis, and Rob Fleming up front. So I hope we didn't pronounce any names wrong, but a good job they're doing. And number 83 is out there also, Alex Tringali.
Holleran again to Dolbear. Dolbear stood up at about the 45. He's short of the 45. Looks like that's going to be a gain of about 3. They're going to put it just short of the 45, where it's going to be 3rd and a long 3 for the Red Raiders. It's an important drive for North Quincy, Jack. It's 6:40 with the clock running here in the first half. Presidents got on the board. They'd love to come up with a stop here and get the ball back the way the offense, they're finally, the President offense finally firing on all cylinders. So they'd love to come up with a stop here.
Right.
The quick snap to Holleran. Holleran right over center. Not sure what happened there.
I don't know if he got that. It was a quarterback keep. Quincy filled pretty quick. It doesn't look like the spot. They still didn't gain any yardage, so it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, he only picked up a half a yard at best.
Big decision for Tony Green here. Do you kick it out, or if Quincy stops you again? It's a good 2.5 yards, so we'll see what Coach Green decides to do.
Yeah, it's 4th and about 3 from the 45. Holleran coming out. So Tony Green agrees. This is a big possession here. We'll see what the Red Raiders can do. 4th and 3. Got Dolbear in the backfield with Coughlin. Here's the fake. Quick over the middle. He had big number 83 open, but that's the same pattern that Quincy couldn't connect on.
Alex Tringali is 83, I believe.
Yeah, Tringali, the tight end, was open on the quick hitter, but they couldn't connect. We're going to go down to the field to Don Duggan for a moment.
Matt Ramponi, and I guess he got a stinger in the arm, but he is expected back in the game. He's just being worked on by the training staff. So I guess he said he will be back, and the training staff said he will be back in the game.
Okay, you see Don over on the Quincy side. He's telling us Matt Ramponi out with a stinger. So who have they got in the backfield now, Jack? Looks like they're going with Niamke as a single back. They've got that bunch formation on the right. O'Connell calling signals. He's got the motion man right to left. Here's the delayed handoff to Niamke, trying to get outside, and he does again. Nice job getting outside to about the North Quincy 35. It's going to be close to the first down. Yep, we got the flag.
Holding against Quincy. Quincy had there was a huge hole there on a little bit of a counter play, and went to the left side that time with Ed DeWitt, Dave Andronico. But
we have holding on the offense. Repeat the down, first down.
So the
That
referees
takes
have evened it up, one holding apiece. So.
Yeah, and both holds took big gains off the board. Niemke picked up 10. He was just short of a first down, but that's a big penalty. Can it help the Red Raider cause, hurt the President cause, as the Presidents are now pushed back inside their 45, where it's going to be 1st and 20. We've got 5:30 left here in the second quarter. Presidents at a 6-0 lead here, and the wind's picked up a bit again. It's a tough north-south wind. The President is going right into it. It's a headwind for them, for our quarterback Kevin O'Connell, as he calls signals. Got an empty backfield. There's Ramponi. Ramponi back on the field after being worked on there, and look at that. He picked up the 10 yards right back. Nice job by Matt Ramponi.
Quincy using some misdirection plays. That's the second counter-type play in a row, and they're giving their offensive front guys time to make their blocks and stay with them, and they've opened up some great holes.
Yeah, nice job by the Presidents. Good execution there. That's 2 straight 10-yard gains on the ground. One taken off the board by the penalty, but Ramponi got the penalty back. And it's going to be second, and they're calling it 11 for the Presidents from the 45 of North Quincy. O'Connell calling signals. He's got Ramponi in motion, and we've got a whistle.
Somebody moved. Again, setting up that misdirection play. Coach Noble has seen something with his assistants. You know, and I think, Jimmy, we should really talk about the assistant coaches for both sides. They do a terrific job. Danny
We have a
Morrow.
dead ball foul. False start. On the off. Repeat the down, second down.
Danny Morrow, the offensive line coach, his guys are doing a great job for Quincy today. So, you know, all the coaches do such a great job, and hopefully we'll talk about them as we go on. So, both sides of the ball, they're dedicated people who do great jobs for our school system.
Yeah, you're right about that, and a couple of them are up top, I think, today in these cold conditions, trying to help out their respective sidelines.
Must be cold up top there.
Yeah. O'Connell with a single back Niemke. He's got Ramponi in a slot left. He's in motion now, left to right. O'Connell pitches right to Niemke, trying to get outside, but the Red Raider defense, led by big number 79, making the stop, Pat O'Brien. He's got to bring up a third down and about 15.
Kevin Holloran had a nice play. He come up to force off the corner and just basically pushed Matt Ramponi back a little bit into the play. And it was I'll tell you, he's a quarterback, but he plays like a linebacker out there in the secondary.
Yeah, both Holloran and Dalbert out there in the defensive backfield, going both ways. As we said, they had not done that previously this season, but they're out there for Thanksgiving. O'Connell has got 4 receivers out there, 3 to his right. He's got a wide left here. Fakes the quick hitter, and over the middle, they're trying to set Ramponi up with a middle screen. He's trying to get outside. Great pursuit and a great tackle by number 24 for North Quincy, Mike Delahoyd. Great job by Delahoyd of bringing down Ramponi for about a 2-yard gain. If you watch this replay, this play is set up to go. It's the fake, the quick toss. Then they get it over the middle of Ramponi. His blockers didn't really set up for him. And watch this tackle by Delahoyd. Great job by Mike Delahoyd.
They call that like a little eagle helmet to the knee, or a chop block type thing by one of the Quincy players.
We have clipping.
Clipping, okay.
On the offense. Declined. Fourth down.
All right, I'll tell you, that's a big stop for the Red Raider defense, Jack, as they've got 3:20 to go here in the second quarter, 3:20 to go in the half. They've got a shot to make something happen, but the Red Raider offense has to take advantage of this stop. And the Quincy President defense, we haven't really talked about them, but they've done a great job of bottling up Dalbert and the Red Raider offense.
Yes,
so
they have.
this will be big for them in the final 3:20. Here's the snap back. Goes kicking into the wind. He got air under it.
Oh, he got a good bounce. Bounce.
He did, but he got that ball up, and the wind just stopped it. Stopped it dead. The ball went about, I'd say, about 14 yards. So Thiago not respecting the wind conditions there. He just blasted that ball, and the wind just slapped it right back. The flag is really blowing now.
Yeah.
And we'll see if that helps the Red Raiders.
Quincy defense has played well all year. Bill Radin does a great job. Kevin Carey with them. So we'll see. 2:40 left to go. Let's see how they respond now.
Yeah, ball's on the 37 as Holleran calls signals. Looking out to his right, he slips. He hits Francis for what looks like it'll be about a 5 or 6 yard gain. Just a little churn in by the tight end, Matt Francis, and he picked up about 5.
Safe pass play, just a quick little slant out, and I think both coaches, as you see it here in the replay, breaks outside from the tight end position, holds on to the ball nice. Palermo and Hyacinth on the tackle for about 4 yard gain.
Okay, the clock is running. We're coming down to 2 minutes here as Holleran steps up with a split backfield, calling signals, takes a snap. He's looking out to his right. Ball gets slapped down at the line by Anthony Boyle, number 82. Nice job. He got his arm up, knocked that ball down. They were looking for Francis again, this time along the sideline. They're mindful of the clock. We're under 2 minutes. We're at 1:59 as the Red Raiders face a 3rd and 5 from their own 43. It's a big third down play for both squads. Presidents want to come up with a stop. Red Raiders need to make something happen here. Holleran gives to Dolbear. Dolbear starts the left side over the right side, and he's picked up the first down, but he's met by a host of Presidents right at the midfield stripe, right at the 50. Going to be a first down run, and the Red Raider drive keeps going, but so does the clock here with 1:47 and running.
Nice run by Dolbear, and Quincy High is going after that football, I'll tell you, on a day like today, but he held on to that ball for a nice first down.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get a timeout on the field. The officials calling timeout? Nope. North Quincy's got the timeout. So Dolbear with a nice job picking up that first down. Tell you, 1:47. They're moving into the side of the field we talked about earlier, where it's the field conditions are going to be tough too. Footwork's going to be tough. They're going to have to do this from the air, it looks like, Jack.
Well, they're being safe in their offensive pass plays, and I think both coaches are. I don't think this is a day you can throw deep, so they're doing the middle type pass plays, and it's very safe, and they're both teams are being very successful with them. Let's see what North does now.
Okay, we've got a 1st and 10 from the 48. Holleran comes up with Coughlin and Dolbear in the backfield. There's the fake to Dolbear. In traffic. Great ball by Holleran, but great coverage by the Presidents. Holleran dropped it right into Alex Tringali's lap there, but super coverage by the Presidents to break up that play. If you watch this replay, nice fake by Holleran, and watch this ball. It's right there for Alex. But watch this coverage. Super job on the coverage. I can't get that number, but was that Hyacinth again, 32? And it was a great job of coverage there. The ball was well thrown and right in there. But
Rob Ritchie, 36, I think, was in on that play. Rob made a nice play. Rob Ritchie.
Great job. So we've got 2nd and 10 with 1:40.
Uh-oh.
Ball's on the ground. We'll see who got it. It looks like North Quincy might have covered. Number 40 for the Presidents was there, but it looked like the ball, Steve, and you're going to have to help me with Steve's name again.
Steve Ekostasian.
Steve Ekostasian was there first, but it looked like the ball squibbed out from under his hands. It got covered by the Raiders.
I think Mr. Dolbear got the ball back, and again, a good break for North there because it could have been another turnover.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 13 for the Red Raider offense, which really hasn't got anything going at all in this first half. 3rd down, 13. They're at their 48. Clock running. We're coming up on 1 minute and a half. Holleran calling signals. He looks out to his right. Got a man open. Looking for Gary Dalton, but they couldn't connect. The coverage was there again. I'll tell you, the President defense has stepped up big thus far in this first half. J.J. Niemke right there with Dalton. Holleran and Dalton unable to connect. and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, Holloran took a chance going deep with Dalton. They've certainly had a lot of success this year and just overthrown a little bit. And it's tough to run down the field on those deep patterns in these conditions. But North Quincy will punt again, although they're taking a timeout again.
Yeah, Tony Green recognizing the significance here. We're at 51.7 seconds in the half. Tony Green's going to talk to his special teams unit here, the punt team. They've got to make the play here, Jack. This is going to be important. Matt Francis punting, and the boys have to get down there. Conversely, the Presidents would love to see a little position here to give their quarterback a shot, who's done a nice job thus far in the first half. But if Kevin O'Connell can get a shot or take a shot, I'm sure that Coach Noble will let him. They're punting down to that cold end of the field there.
If I was North, I think I'd try to kick it out of bounds because, you know, with Niemke and Munchback, they're capable of really doing some damage. So I would think that would be North's strategy. Just saw Athletic Director Ed Miller leave us for a minute here with Superintendent Dr. Richard DeCristofaro. Dr. Cristofaro doing a great job as superintendent of schools, a big supporter of athletics in the city, and it's nice to see him here today. And also, if I might mention, Ed Miller, the athletic director of the city, was last week brought into the Massachusetts State Coaches Basketball Hall of Fame up at Holy Cross. We were able to go up and see that ceremony. It was a great honor for Ed and well-deserved for all the years he coached basketball at North Quincy High.
All right, they've got Holloran out there.
Now it's going to go
for it. Holloran trying the right side.
Oh, I'll tell you. Well,
Knocked down. They were looking for Dahlbeer down the left side, but nice coverage out there by number 36 for the Presidents, Bob Ritchie, who knocked it down. Actually, a smart play by Ritchie. The Presidents picked up 20 yards on that play. If he had intercepted it, they would have started at their 25, but instead they've got the ball at the 50 with 46 ticks to go here.
Well, the way they threw that ball to the sideline, Jimmy, if they had intercepted that ball, there wasn't anybody down that sideline. But you're right. It was knocked down on a nice play. And see if Quincy can take advantage of North's going for it on 4th down.
O'Connell fakes the handoff. He's looking out the right side. He's got people down there. Here he goes. He's looking for big number 17, and he connects. Nice job over on the right side there. Sean Munchback with his first reception today, and it's a big pickup for the Presidents, 18 yards. If you watch this, watch O'Connell on the replay, buy time for his receivers to get down the field. There's the fake. He reacts to the pressure now. He gets outside the tackles, and there he hits Munchback, who gets out of bounds at about the 33.
Munchback did the right thing. Kevin O'Connell chased out of the pocket. He came back for the ball and picked up 13 yards. Great play.
Yeah, nice game by the Presidents. O'Connell calling signals. Here's the give inside. It's Ramponi again. Ramponi gets stopped just inside the 20 at about the 18. There's a flag on the play, Jack. We'll see what that is, but Ramponi picked up a big 12 yards there. Nice run by Matt Ramponi.
I think this is going to be called back again. It looked like the
field,
the back judge way downfield called so it looked like maybe a lead block down there holding. That's too bad for Quincy because now they're down, if nothing else, with 30 seconds left to try and in field goal range.
Yeah. We'll
listen to what Mr. Magnarelli has to say.
All right, we have an illegal block in the back. Still 1st down.
So it's going to be 1st down and 20. And where the ball's back at the 29-yard line. O'Connell under center.
The clock is running. I thought Quincy might.
I think that's. Is that a mistake or?
Well,
no, that was the run. Yep, it should be running. Here's the pitch out to Ramponi. He's outside. Dahlbeer's there to greet him.
Want to stop the clock.
Ball's at the 14. They got to get a timeout here. Noble's on signaling. Noble on the field signaling. Another flag down there, Jack. Another hold. That's tough for the Presidents.
Oh, these guys are.
That takes 2 big gains off the board here. Bob Noble doesn't like the call. He's expressing his displeasure with the officials. Let's hear from the Mr. Magnarelli.
Holding on the offense. Repeat the down, first down.
Well, they're calling it close, Jimmy. Never going to criticize officials. It never worked when you're coaching, so it doesn't.
Well,
but they
you're
see
up
it.
there in the booth with me. I won't tell them, Jack.
No, they see it, and they're doing their job for the most part. I think they do a good job, but maybe we should have high school instant replay, huh? Bring that. Look at it that way, but then again, for the most part, they do a great job.
Well, the ball is at the 31. I don't know. It's just out at the Yagos range, a 48-yarder.
Well, they're going to have to go to the end zone, so you can. North will move back, and it is going to be tough to run a patent down there. Could he kick a 48-yarder? I think I've seen him, kick it long enough.
Actually, this would be into the wind, so I don't know that they can do it. That makes Coach Noble's decision all the easier. There's 6.4 seconds left. As you said, they're going to have to go to the end zone, and the Red Raider defense is out in the field. You're looking at the Quincy huddle. But the Red Raider defense is out there, and they've got Kevin Holleran all the way back to the 10. They've got Dolbear and Mike Delahoyd set up at the 15. I mean, there's no question here. The Red Raiders are playing for the long ball. As are the Presidents. The Presidents have 5 receivers here for Kevin O'Connell.
Well, they'll spread the field. He's going to need some protection here.
O'Connell under pressure, under big pressure by the Red Raiders. That was Phipps. Here's the throw to the end zone, and it's knocked down smartly by Kevin Holleran. He knocked the ball down as the clock ran out. And, Jack, that's going to bring an end to a very interesting first half.
Well, I think it was a very conservative first half on both both coaches. Trying to see what the other team would give you. Coach Noble talking to the officials right now. He's not too happy. They had a chance to come back, but I think North took what Quincy gave him. Quincy took what North gave him. Quincy was able to, score on that one long drive they had with some fine running up front, and North had an opportunity. But again, we're playing the game in the middle of the field, and we'll see what adjustments the coaches will make at halftime. I'm sure that they will. I know Quincy probably wants to open it up a little bit more, and as the ground gets a little bit better, you'll see the great backs, the Chris Dolbear and those guys, starting to pick it up and run like they can. So. Again, a good first half. Round 1 goes to Quincy, and we'll see how the second half and the adjustments that they make.
Yeah, Quincy will have the ball to start the second half. It'll be interesting. One thing we saw with North Quincy this season was that Tony Green did a great job in the locker room at halftime, always making adjustments. The Red Raiders always came out smartly in the second half. Before we cut away, we're going to go down to the field to Don Duggan, who's down there with Athletic Director Ed Miller.
Here I am here with Athletic Director Eddie Miller. And Eddie, a tough day for football, but let's talk about your job for a minute. And first, let me congratulate you being elected to the Massachusetts Coaches Hall of Fame.
Well, that was an honor last Sunday going out to Holy Cross. Some of my former players here, Donnie, we had a great day, but thank you for that.
Well, Eddie, I've known you for a long time, and well-deserved honor. I didn't realize you were that good of a coach. But how about
players, right? You got to have good players.
There you go, Eddie. Let me just talk a minute about these Nation Awards that just was in the Globe this week. Division II, Quincy finished like 28th in Eastern Mass, and that covers from Newburyport, Framingham, and Barnstable. And then North Quincy finished 24th in Division I, Eddie. And you know what? They were ahead of Brockton. That to me is outstanding. And why don't you expound on that, Eddie?
Well, I think we're moving in the right directions with both high schools, and we got a lot of kids playing sports. And I know it's a credit to the coaches and the kids and the communities, both North Quincy and Quincy's, and the principals. They do a very good job for us.
Well, I have to expound on that absolutely too, because the coaches at both schools have been outstanding, and I'm pretty proud of the staff that I see at these football games. They're always here, and that makes the kids feel real good that see you here and the principals here at all the sporting events, Eddie.
They care about kids. I think we're in the kids' business, of course, but the coaches care about kids and the administrators, and we try to make it fun for them. So they enjoy what they're doing, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Well, Eddie, all I can say is I've been friends with you for about 30 years, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks, Donnie. Have a great day.
My pleasure. You too.
Well, thanks, Don. Doing a nice job. We see the Quincy President cheerleaders there. We're going to try to cover at halftime some of the cheerleading activity and then the presentation by the school band. But Jack and I are going to cut away, together with Don Duggan. We'll cut away on our audio coverage, and we'll look forward to being back shortly with second half coverage.
Let's go this way. What are you doing after this?
Battery time.
Apparently he was a Quincy person.
Oh.
A kid.
Oh. Yeah? What?
No, no, they don't now though. You need to take out the
Oh, yeah,
had a mask on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you tell?
I didn't notice right away. Every year they get some coaches tradition. Yep. Usually.
Oh, this is Switzerland. Oh no, she's not with the cheerleaders.
Thomas Sullivan? I don't know.
Guys, one last night.
They did. Somebody screwed it up. They're all set up.
Well, we want to welcome you back for second half coverage here of today's Thanksgiving football game between the Quincy Presidents and the North Quincy Red Raiders. I'm Jim Timmons. I'm here with Jack Raymer, and Jack, Quincy Presidents sitting on a 6-0 lead here as we start the second half.
Well, it was as I said before we left, it was a very conservative game, but we'll talk about it a bit. I think what Donnie wants to see us now.
Yeah, we're going to get on to the sideline. Don Duggan's down there with Superintendent Rick DeCristofaro.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm here with Superintendent Rick DeCristofaro and DeCristofaro. Excuse me, my mouth isn't working. It's so cold down here. Rick, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and give us your thoughts on the week that just passed here with the schools and the rally and everything like that.
Thank you, Don. This is a great time to be in the Quincy Public Schools and in the city of Quincy. The schools are very much alive and well at this time, and you know that the last week or so with the rallies and the decorating of the halls and the rooms. They do an outstanding job. They have a lot of fun. And I think the nice thing is that there's a lot of camaraderie that goes on in both schools. and it's a wonderful thing. It's a great time to be around.
Well, Rick, as I was mentioned before, too bad the field conditions are so bad. The kids can't perform all year long. We had great quarterback by both quarterbacks, great running backs, and they just can't cut on a dime right now. And it seems like it's a shame, but the school department and the park department did a great job getting this field ready. And your thoughts in the second half?
Yeah, well, before even that, I think that people like Tom Koch and Paul Zambruno and their crew did an outstanding job getting this field ready. Absolutely, as well as our athletic director, Ed Miller, outstanding, and the principals and the coaches. So they've really done a fine job. And you know, it's 6-0 now, and you're right about the skilled players. You know, getting cutting angles, it's very, very difficult. But that's what Thanksgiving's all about. There's a lot of emotion, and emotion will carry them through, and I hope it's an outstanding second half.
Rick, it's always a pleasure, and have a nice second half. Have a nice holiday. Take it away, guys.
All right, thank you, Don. Nice job there. The presidents have just taken the field. The Red Raiders are coming out of the locker room. Jack, what do you have to say about our first half there?
Well, I thought it was a very conservative kind of game plan on both halves, but I think with the conditions, Jimmy, you had to do that. But I know that Coach Noble, I think, would like to throw the ball a little bit more, mix it up. His misdirection plays were working towards the second quarter. They're starting to pick up big yardages. Unfortunately, they got hurt with some penalties, but I think you'll see him, go back to that. And I'm sure North Quincy wants to run the ball, but also they've got some great receivers for Mr. Holleran with his play-action passes. So I know both coaches will open it up, in the second half, because there's 22 minutes left, and you don't take anything home with you today. You leave it all here in the field. So I think the field looks like it's getting a little more playable. I think so. So I think these kids are going to give it all they have, and I know we're going to have a great second half.
Yeah, as you look at the monitor from our right to left, from the 30-yard line to our right all the way back to the north end zone, which is to our left, the field is pretty good condition. It's had sun on it the whole morning thus far, and it's in pretty good shape. It's still a little frozen down on the right side there, the south end zone, and that's going to be interesting as we get to the end of the game there. We'll see what happens, because we saw that
so far, okay?
Diago
We're both doing the city proud. Let's do it the second half. Just play good, hard football, okay? All right. North Quincy had won the toss. Quincy, your option. You want the ball. Where do you want to kick from? You want to kick from there? Okay, put your backs there, Quincy, right up here. The rest of our lives! The rest of our lives!
All right, well, what we're seeing here, Jack, North Quincy is electing to defend the north end zone. They're going to be going south to north in the fourth quarter, so they recognize the importance of the field conditions. The presidents who had the option are going to be taking the ball here to start the second half.
Well, Quincy took the ball. North Quincy took the wind in the third quarter, so maybe Coach Green has something. They're going to come out and try to take advantage of that right away. So we'll see what happens. I know maybe both coaches, the wind could be a factor. You might want to have that for the fourth quarter, but North is ready to go, Quincy's ready to go, and it should be a great second half.
Yeah, we had a nice halftime presentation, particularly interesting presentation by Quincy High School there. They had a couple of interesting characters out on the field, but you saw some coverage of the cheerleaders who worked so hard. They worked as hard as the players in their own right, so we got them on camera for a little while.
They certainly do. Both cheerleaders, they work so hard during the year, and it's too bad they couldn't have their conditions a little better to do the stuff that they do, but they do great jobs along with the band, and great day for the city. Great crowd here. If you look around, I think for the cold weather, there's our guy with the.
There's our man.
He's still here, so we're going
to
give him some credit. But the hill, the tradition of everybody up on the hill, it's a great. It's a great crowd here today, and the weather is not going to affect anybody, I don't think.
Right. Well, the Red Raiders are getting set. A guy whose name I mispronounced all season, but I was just reading the program, Lindy Lays. I had renamed him Lene. But Lindy Lays, a North Quincy kicker, who's a talented young guy in his own right. He's setting the ball at the 40, getting ready to kick off, and the Red Raiders special teams are going to look to pin Quincy back. And just like we talked about in the opening kickoff there, the presidents are going to look to get the ball out beyond the 30, because that's where the field conditions are favorable. So here we go. Lindy up to the ball, and he's got the bit of a squib kick, fielded cleanly by Ramponi. Little trickery here by the presidents. They give to Munchback up the right side. There goes Munchback trying to get outside. Nice little play by the Presidents on the kickoff as Sean Munchback gets out to about the 34-yard line.
Coach Noble with a little bit of a little trickery there. The ball went to Matt Ramponi. He turns around, fakes a handoff right, left, up the middle. It's an old play that I remember Brockton High School used to master that years ago with the great athletes. They had the McMurtry's and all that. You didn't know where it went, but they had a nice run back to the up to what is about the 35-yard line. So, nice job on the special teams there for Quincy.
Yep, the Presidents are going to start 1st and 10 from the 35. Kevin O'Connell's got a apparently healthy Matt Ramponi out there in the slot. He's got Niemke in the backfield. He's got he's got that little bunch formation to his left. We'll see what the Presidents do here. It's a pitch to Niemke outside. Trying to get outside. Red Raiders trying to string it out. Nice pursuit. Nice tackle by number 50, Darryl Zoya. Good job.
Did a nice job from the inside linebacker, Darryl Zoya. I should know that Zoya name with grandfather Pete, I'm sure, is watching. I don't know if Pete's here today, but very proud. And that was a nice play coming from the inside out to get to Niemke. And, to do that, that's an outstanding play on his part.
Yeah, Phipps and Matt Francis out there as well. So it's going to be 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1 for Niemke to start the second half, rather. O'Connell calling signals that gives the right side for Niemke. He spins, he jukes, and he picks up about 4. Looks like he got about 4. Francis on the tackle over there. Francis doing a nice job. He's been everywhere here. Coming out of the locker room. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. If you watch the replay, here's Niemke trying to juke outside. There's Francis and Zoya making the tackle.
Quincy going to that right side again, Jimmy, and North must have did something at halftime because they're making some adjustments on the inside.
Yep. O'Connell has got Ramponi and Niemke in the backfield. There's the give to Niemke, right side again. He's out there. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down. Nice run. Holloran came up trying to make the stop, but Niemke was able to extend and pick up about 4, and he got the first down. Actually, pick up of about 6 there. So he got the first down plus 2. And the Presidents moving the ball. They're at about the 48-yard line, their own 48, to start the second half. Clock running, and the Presidents staying on the ground here.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll see that. I think you'll see some misdirection stuff, and Quincy will stay to what they were successful for in the second quarter.
O'Connell under center with Niemke in the backfield. He's got a motion man coming right to left. There's a give to Niemke. Good pressure by the Red Raiders. Phipps couldn't stop him. But number 24, Mike Delahoyd, makes the hit on Niemke. Gain of 3 on that play. Nice job. Great pressure by Phipps getting up, forcing Niemke to turn it up inside, and Delahoyd made the hit and the tackle.
Quincy coming back with those same plays we said, and North has made some adjustments because they got some penetration that time. And one way to stop a quick counter play is to penetrate the line of scrimmage, and that's what helped North on that play.
Yeah, we just saw number 57, Corey Piazza, head to the locker room. I'm not sure what's going on there, but Corey, one of the defensive tackles, so we'll have to see what happens. Hope he gets back on the field shortly. O'Connell under center. He's got Munchback in motion. Here's the fake to Niemke. Rolling out to his right, O'Connell. He's got a little pressure. Has to get rid of it early. Nice job by Matt Francis of pressuring O'Connell. He didn't have enough time for that play to set up. He was looking for Munchback, who was covered by Kevin Holloran. But nice job by Francis of pressuring O'Connell, forcing the early pass. And Presidents didn't connect. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
Looks like O'Connell, that was a bootleg play, Jimmy, and O'Connell had the outside beat, and he looked at Munchback, and then persistence by North Quincy defense. Looked like he might have been able to run that ball, but he tried to get it to Munchback, incomplete.
Yeah, Matt Francis doing a nice job there. So we've got a 3rd down, 3rd and 8. Ball's on the 49 of North Quincy. O'Connell's got Niemke in the backfield, Ramponi in the slot, in motion now. And he's back. He's looking out to Ramponi in the flat. He dumps it out there, and there's Holloran with a first hit. Nice job by Ramponi taking the hit. Holloran with a first hit. Ramponi stayed up. Darryl Zoya pushed him out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, North Quincy did what they wanted to do, I'm sure. Oh, we got a replay, okay.
Yep. Here's a little dump out into the flat to Ramponi. Now watch Holleran. It's a nice clean stick, and Ramponi bounces right off it. There's Matt Francis, actually. And now Darryl Zoya to finish the play. So Quincy with punter Thiago goes. We'll see if he learned anything from that second quarter experience there. See if he keeps the ball a little lower. Looking for a good snap. And they get it. Good snap to Goes. He blasts it away. Almost got run over there. It's going to take a friendly bounce at the 30, and looks like they're going to down it at about the 27. So not a bad job by Goes. North Quincy's going to be back inside their 30, which is not a bad job in high school football.
Well, I think what North did just what the coaches, I'm sure, wanted to do. Their strategy was to come out. They knew Quincy had the ball. They wanted to stop them, force them to punt, and now they have the wind, and the momentum has shifted a little bit now to North Quincy. So I'm sure Coach Green must be pretty happy with the defense right now. And
yeah, we're going to go down to Don Duggan briefly on the sideline. Go ahead, Don.
Corey Piazza is all right. He just went in for a change of cleats. He put his cleats on, so maybe he's getting better traction, but he is not injured.
Okay, thank you, Don. North Quincy taking a timeout here. Coach Green not happy about that. I don't know if you saw what happened there.
Well, it looked like there was a run. Kevin Holland was looking out to the left of the receiver where they're in a different formation, and I know coaches, that drives you crazy when you have to take timeouts for something like that, especially when you need them, especially in a 6-0 game down towards the fourth quarter. But better to take the timeout than to have a turnover or something else happen.
Yeah, North wants to come out of the locker room and make a statement early, I'm sure. So Holleran with a split backfield takes the handoff to give to Dolbear over the left side. Dolbear gets hit pretty much right away as he tried to turn it up by Quincy's number 36, Bob Ritchie. Nice stick on Dolbear. He wasn't able to turn it upfield. One little factor here that might be interesting is Chris Dolbear's going both ways here. He's been out on the field the whole time. We'll see how fatigue becomes an issue for him. But he picked up 4 there. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Red Raiders from the 32. Holleran under center, looks out to his left, calling signals. Here's Dolbear, the right side, trying the right side. Nice penetration by the President defense, led by number 20 for the Presidents. Good hit by Roger Palermo. He's the guy who scored the touchdown in the first quarter. He's having a nice game, only a junior, Jack.
Roger does a nice job as a middle linebacker, and I think when the touchdown he went in to fill in, I think, for Matt Ramponi, but Roger has come a long way and done a great job, and it's good to see Roger back out on the football field.
Yeah, the field conditions have really played a big part in neutralizing Chris Dolbear. His 2 primary assets, he's a very powerful runner. It's powerful through, in the legs, and he's fast. Well, these field conditions have taken away both the leg speed.
Hit after the whistle on the offense. Will be 3rd down.
They've taken away the leg strength and the speed of Chris Dolbear, and we've seen that the North Quincy running game has been really ineffective thus far.
This isn't going to help.
15-yard penalty.
These are the ones that'll kill you. You had some momentum going. Now looks like it's 3rd and 20.
3rd and 21.
3rd and 21. So.
Yeah. 3rd and 21 inside the 15. That was a penalty after the whistle as well, a hit after the whistle. You can see that the emotions are starting to prevail out there. Got Dolbear in motion left. He turns up. We've got more flags down.
Yeah, it looks like North Quincy, one of the linemen pulled up early on pass block, and so this is going to put him back deeper. And I'll see if Tony Green tries to not do anything too fancy here and maybe just make up a few yards because they got a long way to go.
Dead ball, foul.
And you don't want to be.
False start on the offense.
I wouldn't want to be punting out of the end zone because that's certainly going to be to the advantage of Quincy.
Jeez, this is tough. And North Quincy is not. This has not been a problem for them this season. It's unfortunate that in this big game, 20 yards and penalties here coming out of the half. I'm sure Tony Green is going to sit the offensive players down. Well, he can't sit them all down. They're going 2-way here, but he's got to be upset about this. So they've taken 20 yards off the books here and got a big 3rd down play. We'll see what Holleran can do. Over the middle, he connects nicely with Nice reception over the middle. That's Gary Dalton again. Gary gets it out to about the 25. Nice reception. Hollering to Dalton. That's been a connection all season.
Well, that gets him out of a hole. I mean, he did the right thing. They ran a okay. Look at the.
Here's the replay.
There's
Watch
a nice
that
pass.
reception. I'll tell you another thing is you got to give credit on the coverage there. Right there on him was J.D. Hyacinth, but Dalton, great focus, made the reception, and Matt Francis now punting well away from the end zone. He keeps the ball low. We'll see if he gets a bounce, and he does. But it's taken. Trying to get outside. Got penalties down, but looks like he's outside here. And he's going to go all the way, it looks. No, he's taken down from behind by James Coughlin. A great tackle by Coughlin to grab Roger Palermo. As he was looking, it was Roger in the end zone there. But we've got flags back at the Quincy 42. And I think this one's coming back, Jack.
Well, it was obviously looked like a block to the back. That's the way it looked from the official. Roger tried to gain some ground by running parallel, and we're going to listen to Mr. Magnarelli right now.
An illegal block in the back.
Yeah,
on
block
the
on the back.
return. First down.
I'm not sure. I'd like to see a replay. I don't know if that was Holleran or Coughlin. All right, here comes the replay. We'll see who makes the tackle. But you'll see Palermo, as you said, he's running east-west here, right along the sideline. There's the push in the back right there. You see it at the top of the screen. And Palermo, that's actually what freed up Palermo. There comes the flag. And now Palermo's turning up the sideline, and you see it's him in daylight. But here comes James Coughlin. Nice tackle by James. But it all goes for naught. And it's going to be a first down for the Presidents from their 35. Here's the give to Ramponi on the right side. Ramponi picks up about 4. They keep working that right side, Jack.
Well, those guys are doing a good job on the right side, as all the linemen are doing. Steve Olson, Rich Churchill, Anthony Boyle over there, Andrew Picard, Ed DeWitt, Dave Andronico. The guys up front are doing it today. Coach Danny Morrow must be happy with what they're doing. But we got to give the linemen more credit because they do work awfully hard out there.
Yeah, Dave Buttermer is getting worked over out there for North Quincy, but he's doing a nice job. The left side of the defense for North is starting to tighten up here. We'll see if they can hold. Here's a quick hitter, Ramponi, right up the middle. There's a fumble. Ball's in the air. We'll see who covered it. I think Ramponi may have caught it. It got knocked out of his hands. He may have held on. He did. That's the signal. And a big gain for Matt Ramponi, who rumbles up to the North Quincy 48. Here's the replay. You're going to watch Ramponi, quick hitter. Now watch number 48, Gary Dalton, with the hit on the ball. Ball slips out. Ramponi, good focus, stays with it. And
gets it back.
Yep.
Great trap block on the right side by the Quincy lineman to spring Ramponi on that play.
Here comes O'Connell from the 48. Give to Ramponi again. Jeez, looks like the second half offense is going to be Ramponi right, Ramponi left here, Jack, for the Presidents. Gain of 5 on that play.
It looks like the turf is softening up a little bit. They're getting a little bit of footing, and Matt's a hard-running fullback, and very rarely does he fumble the football, and it's a safe play right now in the way the line's blocking. I think North has to make some adjustments, but Coach Noble's staying right with those running plays.
Yeah, North had to take a second timeout here, and unfortunately for North Quincy, we see George Phipps, number 59, limping off the field there. One of the things Kenny McPhee talked about before the game, we mentioned he was calling the field conditions the worst he'd seen in 35 years rather. He was saying that knees and ankles were going to be in jeopardy here, and we just saw big George Phipps limp off the field. That's going to be a big hit for the North Quincy, both sides, offense and defense, if George can't get back in there. So
well, no one knows better than Kenny. He's a lot older than I am, and you, Jimmy. So I mean, we have to go with his experience, So, but looks like the field is pretty good right now.
Yeah, it's starting to thaw out. You're right, Jack, and that was a nice shot at poor Mr. McPhee. I might also add, he may be older than us, but I think he's in better shape than both of us as well.
Absolutely. He was out there doing his job at halftime. Outstanding job, as Ken does all the time.
Yeah. All right, so with 2:49 to go in the third quarter, the Presidents trying to make something happen here. They're moving from our right to left, heading to the north side into the wind. And Ramponi right this time. He gets outside. Nice tackle. Nice tackle by Gary Dalton. I'll tell you, that was a forceful tackle. Ramponi getting up a little slowly.
I don't know. These guys looked like there was a big hole there, but they called holding on Quincy again. We'll have to look at this one.
We'll see if we can get a replay.
Holding on the offense. Repeat the down. Second down.
I don't know. I mean, the fact their legs are taken away from them due to field conditions, or the boys relying more on their arms or hands or what. Here's the replay. We'll see. I don't know if you can see the hold out there. Number 17 locks up with his hands on the outside. That might have been the hold there.
You got to keep the hands in. When the referees see that, they usually, you got to keep those hands in tight.
Yeah, it might have been munched back on Coughlin there. So under center, the give to Ramponi, trying the left side. I'll tell you, that's 7 straight carries for Matt Ramponi. He's been the offense here in this third quarter as we tick down to 2 minutes. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 for the Presidents at the North Quincy 45-yard line. It seems they've been in that spot of the field here for the past 4 or 5 minutes, Jack.
Right. Well, this will be a big third down play for see what Coach Noble decides to do here. They've been running the ball well, but maybe a little play action. Kevin O'Connell, one of his strengths is the way he hides the football. He's been very effective with that all year.
Okay, O'Connell. Here's the fake. He's hiding the ball, as you said, rolling to his left. It's wide open. He's looking to run for it. Zoyer on the hit.
There you go.
And it looks like O'Connell picked up the first down. He got inside the 35. Nice run by Kevin O'Connell. He turned it outside. He saw open field, and he turned it up to pick up a big first down for the Presidents.
Well, that shows his athletic ability, Jimmy, as we talked about before. He got to the second level. There was a lot of room there, and he put his head down and get those extra yards. And
here's the replay. You see O'Connell getting outside there, and now he tucks the ball when he sees that green field. And here comes Darryl Zoyer looking to make the hit, but O'Connell stretches it out, gets inside the 35 to the 33 for the President first down. It's 1st and 10 Presidents. Big drive here. O'Connell to Ramponi, who's looking to get outside on the right. Great job by Matt Francis again. I'll tell you, Matt Francis outside made a nice tackle there because Ramponi had a little room if he got past Francis.
He's shedding blocks, coming up real strong from his linebacker position. He's had a heck of a game on defense, Mr. Francis. So, all these kids are playing hard, and you didn't expect anything less from them, the offense, the defense. These kids are playing their hearts out and leaving it all out in the field today.
Yeah, George Ship's back out there. George is anchoring the right side of the North defense, and they're coming right at him now. There's the pitch to Ritchie. He gets outside again. Dolbear misses the tackle. Francis makes the tackle at the 20. And
Roger Palermo.
Yeah, Palermo. I gave credit the wrong way there. We got to get you in on these Quincy names a little quicker, Jack. I gave it to Mr. Ritchie, but you're right. Roger Palermo, nice run. Palermo, he's got nice acceleration, doesn't he? He gets moving quickly.
He's a big, strong kid, and it's funny. He's, as always in this game, there's always the big names, but I mean, they're the guys that step up and have that game. And Mr. Palermo has been kind of unrecognized a little bit this year, but he's having the game of his life today. So it's nice to see him.
He's got the touchdown, and he's back there now. There's the quick hitter to Ramponi. Nice tackle by Zoyer. Zoyer shed his block and got down and tripped up Ramponi right at the line. Nice job by Darryl Zoyer. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 for the Presidents. Watch the replay. You'll see Ramponi try the left side, and watch Zoyer. Nice tackle there. He slipped off the block of big number 72 for the Presidents, and was able to...
Ed DeWitt doing a nice job up front. That's a great play by Zoyer.
Yeah, I'm sure Ed DeWitt, he's had his hands full all game here with Darryl Zoya and Andrew Picard, the center, as well. So
we're down to 1 quarter of football.
Yep, the third quarter is over. It was a uneventful quarter, actually. Although the Presidents are on the march right now, we're going to drop down to Don Duggan on the field for a moment.
Saying now, Quincy's in no rush now. They're eating the clock up. They're running inside the tackles, and they're mostly playing smash-mouth football now because they have no desperation to throw the ball. And everything right now is going in between the tackles. So that seems to be the game plan right now for Quincy. And also, guys, I'm not sure. I'll have to go over and check. I haven't seen J.J. Niemke in the game, so I'm going to go out and check his condition. I'll see you guys again.
Thank you, Don. That's great. You report back when you find out what's going on with Niemke. Jack, we talked at the beginning of the game about the depth factor and the fact that North Quincy linemen were going both ways here and might get worn down, and that appears to be one of the factors here in the second half. The Presidents, as Don said, are just playing smash mouth football. It sounded like the Cristofaro there. Donnie bumbled that one. So, all right, there's the pitch outside, the left side. Number 20, Roger Palermo. Looks like they've got Palermo in there for Niemke. We'll find out what the story is, but Roger's certainly up to the task.
Well, he's a big running back, and Quincy really has 2 fullbacks in there now. Maybe they've seen the way their linesmen blocking up front that they're going to be able to take advantage of the 4-man front that Tony Green is using. Quincy seems to be widening their splits a little bit, and there's some big holes in there, and Quincy's taking advantage of them.
Yeah, they're moving to the frozen end of the field, though. The field conditions were a little better on the north side where they were heading earlier, so completely different field conditions here for O'Connell and the President offense. So they give to Ramponi, and Ramponi gets cut down by Darryl Zoya. You saw his legs slide out from under him, and that's what we're talking about. The field is different up this south end zone here. Could affect decision-making by Coach Noble.
Well, it's that was a misdirection counter play, and it looked like it was a hole there, but Zoya made a nice play to the inside and stayed on his man. Those plays, they will work. If you break that first level, there's a good chance with the misdirection that you're going to go a long way on it. But Mr. Zoya made a great play coming across and cutting out Ramponi's legs. So, and you see the shadows down there, so I think that's about as cold the field as probably as it was at the beginning of the game. So we'll see what Quincy does now. 4th down.
Yeah, I'd love to have a field mic pick up what's going on out there. It's 4th and 10. The North players exhorting their fans to make some noise here. This is a big 4th down as we start the 4th quarter. We're at 10 minutes. O'Connell calling signals. He's got Munchback in motion. The fake to Munchback. Here's some pressure. Francis couldn't... nice drop right down to number 32 for the Presidents at the 2. Hyacinth wide open. Matt Francis got out there and couldn't hit the brakes in time. O'Connell juked him, got away. You saw Francis just slide right past him. And while all that was going on, O'Connell hit J.D. Hyacinth down inside the 5. They've marked the ball at the 3. Here we see the replay. Watch O'Connell and watch Francis. He couldn't stop there. O'Connell, nice job of letting his receiver get open. And a nice tackle down there on Hyacinth at the 3. So the Presidents down at the 3, knocking on the door here, trying to add to their lead. O'Connell calling signals. Looks like a few boys jumped.
Well, it's
the right side.
It's going to be on Quincy that time.
Yep. Right side of the offense jumped there. O'Connell running back over. This is one thing I know I won't mention any names, but I've heard from a few high school quarterbacks along the way that it gets a little tough to have to make that 25-yard run to the sideline and get the play and then run back in and get up and call it. Can weigh you down.
Well, we don't have those, NFL microphones in the helmets, but
right.
Keeps the quarterback warm, I think.
All right, O'Connell under center. It's 1st and goal from the 8 now. Big difference here. Here's the pitch to Ramponi, trying the right side. Holleran with a nice tackle. Kevin Holleran coming up from his right side and cutting down Ramponi at the 5. Matt's still down. We'll have to see. We'll hope he's okay. Watch this tackle as Ramponi tries to turn it up outside. You're going to see a right arm from the bottom of the screen. There's the tackle. He goes down hard. Ramponi's still down on the field. It looks like that left ankle, it looks like, is what they're checking. That's where Holleran hit him. We'll hope he's okay.
Well, he was in the end zone, and it was a great play by Holleran there to get his arm out and make that hit because there was a hole there for him to go in the end zone. But it looks like it might be a cramp or something. I don't know
Yeah,
if
a
that's
calf. I
cramps.
was just going to say, interestingly, in a day like today where it's so cold, the players tend to stay away from the water, but it's just as important on a day like today as any other day. They're not sweating as much, but they still need to hydrate. And it could be Matt Ramponi, who's been out there all this second half thus far, and they've been going to him. Looks like he may have caught a cramp there. They're working on the calf, so that's a good thing. That's a good sign. It's not a joint, an ankle, or knee injury. It's looks like it's the calf muscle. So this gives all the boys a breather, too. You see all the linemen taking a knee there. Ramponi's up now.
Yeah, it looks like it was a cramp or a, but he has to come out to play now. So we'll see who. I'm sure he's being replaced by.
Well, Roger Palermo, if nothing else, yeah.
Matt
Roger.
Hodges is in now too at fullback. So
Okay.
I think you'll see Matt Ramponi right back in the ball game. That's the type of player he is. So.
Oh, yeah. He's had a super second half. I mean, the Presidents have been riding his back thus far, so they need him back in there. But it's second and goal from the 6. O'Connell under center. Got Palermo in the backfield. Motion man. The give is to Palermo. He's down. He's inside. He takes the hit. Are they going to give it to him? They do. Roger Palermo with a second touchdown. And the Presidents stretch their lead to 12-0 here.
He was hit like on the 1 yard line. He reached over before he hit the ground and
Yeah, watch
crossed
this
the plane.
replay, especially you young players out there. Watch what Palermo does when he gets to the goal line. He's cut down here, and as he goes down, watch him extend the ball into the end zone. Watch this. He takes the hit, slides off it. Now watch him extend the ball into the end zone. Great play, great individual effort by the junior, Roger Palermo. He gets his second touchdown and puts the Presidents up 12-0. They're going for 2 here, Jack. O'Connell takes a snap. Here's the fake, the give, inside, stocked up. That was, who was that? Was that Hyacinth?
Mike Cox came from
Cox?
the wing position, 35.
Okay.
Quincy
Mike
tried
Cox.
another misdirection, and North had some good penetration and was able to stop it. But, a very impressive drive for Quincy. They ate up a lot of the clock, and now with 8 minutes to go, they're up 12 points. But North Quincy certainly still within striking distance with the the athletes that they have. So I'm sure Billy Reardon is gathering the Quincy defense right now, and they've played very well under Coach Reardon and Coach Carey, and no one works harder at it than Billy Reardon. He was I was very proud to have Billy as one of my captains back in 1990, and he's back working in the Quincy Public Schools, doing a great job as a guidance counselor. And Billy was one of the toughest individuals that I have ever been around. I think he instills that in his kids in the defense, and so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we love to see that. Guys like Bill Reardon coming back into the system as teachers or coaches or whatever. That's a great thing to see, and we're starting to see more of that here in the Quincy Public Schools. Well, there's no question, Jack, that this is going to be a big possession for North Quincy. They got to make something happen here. There's 8:26 to go. They really haven't had anything go for them offensively yet, but they're going south to north here. They're heading to the north end zone. They had some success in the second quarter when they were heading in this direction. These are the favorable field conditions. We'll see if they can take advantage. Thiago goes, kicking off from the 40. North's got to get the ball out past their 30 in order to get away from that frozen field there in the south. And goes, kicks it down the right side to James Coughlin, who fields it cleanly. The give to Dolbear, who's going to come up the left side. He looks like he stopped at about the 20. He's trying to get loose, but he's not going to. Hanging on for dear life. Number 32 had wrapped around. Or was that number 10? I think it was number 10. No, it wouldn't have been. It wasn't Goes. It was 32, Hyacinth, who wrapped around Chris Dolbear's leg and would not let go. Dolbear dragged him about 7 yards out to the 29 but he was not going to let go.
Well, North ran the reverse, but Quincy covered it well, but Dolbear almost broke through the line there, so great effort on his part.
All right, Kevin Holleran out under center. He's got Dolbear as the up back, and they give Dolbear the quick hitter there. He tries to get over the right side, but there's nothing there.
Middle of the Quincy defense doing a good job there as they going toe-to-toe. Like you said, Quincy a little bit fresher because the offensive linemen for North have, played a little bit more. But Tom Belton, Mike Cox, Mark DeRoyce, Steve Epstein.
Pat O'Brien for North Quincy was the last guy up out of there, and he's one of those two-way guys who's got to be worn out. After this play, we're going to go down to Don Duggan, but right now it's a 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 33 with the clock running. There's the fake. Holleran trying to get outside, and he does. He's going to be wrestled out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Looks like he picked up a first down. Don, what have you got for us?
Well, I checked over the sidelines, and as we can see, J.J. Niemke's in there on defense. Coach Noble must have went to a big backfield with Ramponi and Picard and didn't try running outside. They're all running inside. So that's the situation that they didn't tell me, but Niemke, we can see, is not hurt. They're running big backs inside.
Well, thank you, Don. That's good to hear. JJ's not injured. They're probably trying to keep fresh legs on the field, especially where Roger Palermo's come up so big, as you said, Jack. Coach Noble keeping fresh legs, and that's good to hear about Niemke. So Holleran with the fake. He's looking out the right side to the flat, trying to get it out to Dolbear, but that ball was really nothing there. Holleran put it the only spot he could, but the play didn't develop the way the Red Raiders hoped it would.
Good coverage by the secondary there. And J.J. does play cornerback. He's one of the, on defense, he's one of the best cover guys I know in the league, and he's certainly a young man that I will be recruiting heavily next year from that. I'd throw a little plug in there for Stonehill College, so we'll be talking to him.
College.
We'll be talking to him.
Where is Stonehill College located? I don't know if I've ever heard of that place, Jack.
Somewhere down in eastern Massachusetts, but
yeah,
outstanding institution.
Right, it is.
Words of Peter Chisholm.
It is. Yeah. Okay, Holleran under center, trying to get it out to the flat. I don't know. That was interesting coverage there by number 20. He was all over Palermo, all over Matt Francis, the tight end. Great coverage by Palermo. It looked like he might have got there early if you watch the replay, but he got away with it. So there's the ball being delivered out to Francis, and Palermo was there. Thought he might have got there early, but the officials didn't. So Roger got away with one there. As you said, he's having a heck of a game. Really stepping up
and having a really outstanding game. Yes, he is.
All right. We got a big third down for North Quincy. We're coming up on 7 minutes here in the fourth quarter. The offense has to do something here. Kevin Holleran, 3rd down and 10 from his own 43. There's the give to Dolbear. He's got room outside. Tries to turn it up, and he does. He takes a hit right at the 45. He's got a big North Quincy first down. Nice job by J.J. Niemke of holding his ground and putting the hit on Chris Dolbear. Love to see a replay, and there it is. Yeah, watch this play as Dolbear turns it up. He's got room outside, and watch this collision here. Big bang. Actually, it was not Niemke. It was number 36 for the Presidents who put the hit on. They're trying it again. Dolbear. Oh, there's a fumble. Ball's on the ground and is covered by the Presidents. They tried a double reverse there, but the Dolbear-Coughlin connection didn't make it. And
well, you can live and die by those plays, But Tony Green must have seen something. Defensively, they were, maybe a little bit of footing, but unfortunately, a big turnover for North after they had just come back with some great momentum. And
yeah, Mike Sullivan covered that for the Presidents, covered the fumble and goes limping off the field. He got pounced on, but he held on, covered the fumble. Big stop by the Presidents, big turnover for the Red Raiders. So as we approach the 7-minute mark, the Presidents with the ball, with the lead, and with the momentum. There's the handoff to Ramponi. And Ramponi rumbles right up the middle to the Red Raider 35. Big gain by Matt Ramponi. Big pickup of 13 yards there.
North Quincy came with a stunt that time, Jimmy. I think you'll see on the replay. And once they hit it quick and got by the second level, there wasn't anybody there. And
yeah, there it is. You're right, Jack. And Ramponi rumbling
running
down.
hard. He's
Big
running
game.
hard.
Yeah, I'll tell you. The momentum is with the Presidents right now. North Quincy has to take its third time out here. And, it's as you see the players come off the field, the heads are hanging. The boys are clearly down, the Red Raiders. It's tough. And you look over at the President's side of the field, you see the hands clapping, a lot of momentum. The boys are up. Red Raiders got to come up with a play to turn the momentum here. And conversely, the Presidents, if they can keep doing what they've been doing, they're in great shape here, Jack.
Well, the Red Raiders. This is the key about you talk turnovers in a football game, and it just kills. It takes the heart out of any team, and I think that North now has to come back and see if they can make something happen. It looks like they're stunting a little bit more, maybe get their hands on the ball, and. But Quincy, again, it seems to be taking advantage of staying very conservative with Ramponi running hard up in the middle. But North, I think, has to make a play now. They've got to go after that ball, and they'll be trying to strip that ball, I think, from the runners and get the ball back, because with 7 minutes to go, they still they're still in the ball game. But a couple of more first downs by Quincy, it's going to really put their backs to the wall. So let's see what the North defense can come up with.
Yeah. And we're going to talk just briefly about that depth factor. I'll tell you, it's clear that the boys in the black and red are a little tired right now. They're doing what they can, though, to step up. And Kevin O'Connell, under center, is going to see if he can keep these Presidents rolling along here. There's the pitch to Palermo. Going to try the left side. Turns it up. He gets outside. Roger Palermo shakes a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's still rumbling down inside the 10, down to about the 6. Roger Palermo,
26.
Jack.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a great individual effort by Palermo. And, if you watch the way he's running on this, he's under control. If you look on the replay, he's slowing down a little bit to make his cuts, and he's a very good athlete. And I think that
he shakes a tackle. Watch the spin move here. I'll tell you, Roger Palermo. And they're down in Palermo country now. They're down inside the 10 at the 9. We'll see if Roger can pick up his third touchdown here. O'Connell under center, calling signals. The give to Ramponi. He gets hit right at the line. And the only reason I knew that was Ramponi is because the shirt's covered in mud. I didn't see the number, but Matt Ramponi.
Francis made a nice hit again from the linebacker spot. He's played a great game. Him and Zoya, the linebacker, has been very active for North Quincy. I know Tony Green running a 4-3 defense, maybe putting the 4 men in the secondary was, for the Quincy pass game. The linebackers are very active now. With the 4-man front, so
and
all three of them have had great games.
Yeah, and Phipps and O'Brien on the ends, they've done a great job for the Red Raiders. So here comes O'Connell. He's 2nd and 10. Pitch outside here, trying to get outside Ramponi, but a nice tackle by Kevin Holleran. So that's 2 tries by Ramponi, getting nowhere. The Red Raider defense stepping up, Jack.
Well, they got to make a play now, and at least to get the ball back. They've used a couple of timeouts already, so I don't know. The clock is running.
Yeah, clock running. We're running down under 5:20 here. President's taking their time wisely, and you're right. They've used 3 timeouts here, which the Red Raiders have, which is unfortunate. So their ability to stop the clock hindered. They've got to do it down on the field with a play here. It's 3rd and 10. Big third down play here.
I'd see a little play action here with O'Connell. See if he maybe a bootleg type play.
Yep, he's got Palermo in the backfield. He's got that bunch formation with his left. They've got a motion man left to right. Here's the fake. He's looking out to his left. He's got a man open. He hits him. Ball stumbled out through the end zone, out of bounds. But a nice job by the Presidents. A nice play set up. They got the ball outside to number 83. It looked like Marty McGeckin with his first reception.
I think that was Anthony Boyle, the tight end.
Was it
82?
82?
Yeah, Anthony.
All right, we'll check the replay. Well, Marty got his name over the air anyway in any event. But is it number 82? You can see the replay.
Quincy's still going to have 4th down, though, because they had to get into the end zone to...
Yeah, what they're calling
what
here, the
saying
ball
now,
was
they're going to give the
through.
ball
It's
to
a
North.
touchback, yeah. If we watch the replay, There's the dump out into the flat. You're right, that's 82. Now watch this. He fumbles it through the end zone. Great tackle there, and there's the ball on the ground. Gary Dalton trying to cover it, but it goes out of bounds through the end zone. So they're calling it a touchback.
Well, a big break for North. That's what they wanted to get. Now they've got 4.5 minutes to make something happen. So let's see if North can take advantage of it now.
All right. Touchback for the Red Raiders. They take the ball. Don Duggan's down there. We're going to go to Don briefly.
I'll get you after this play here.
All right, thanks, Don.
I'll explain that play.
All right, thank you, Don. Hollering under center. Or rather, Hollering in the shotgun here. They're going to go to the air. They've got to move the ball. Looking for Dalton. He's thrown into a strong headwind. Let's go down to you, Don. Go ahead.
Well, as you know, guys, that's the break I think North Quincy needs right now, because he was about a half foot from going in for a touchdown. And when you fumble it through the end zone, it becomes a touchback for North Quincy. So they almost turn around 6 points here. And this is their break. I would assume this is their last chance to get it going here. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Don. Jack, looks like they're going to go to the air here. Hollering was in the shotgun, but he's thrown it to a strong headwind. We get to look at the flag here, and that ball he just threw got knocked right down.
Well, they're not ideal conditions by any means, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Hollering trying to get outside. Now he's going to run up the middle there. He gets gang tackled nicely by the Presidents. Good pursuit. He's close to the first down marker. That was a gain of about 8. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Red Raiders. They're at their 28-yard line. So they've got to move the ball this time. Got to get downfield. You see Kevin Hollering running back. He's got a towel with him. That's another problem that he's had a few times this second half. His hands have been muddy. So his ability to hold the football compromised by both the mud and the cold conditions. Thrown into a tough headwind. Nice job by Hollering. Yep. They're going to get the first down. And that stops the clock as well. But Hollering's got all kinds of factors against him, but we'll see what he can do.
You know, 4th down, they don't have to go, for the end zone here. A couple of big first downs and get some momentum, because they still got, 4 minutes to go to score once, and then with an onside kick, you don't know. So let's see what they do here.
They've got Dolbear wide right. They've got Dalton wide left. Hollering under center. He's got a split backfield there. He drops back. He's looking over the middle. He's under a lot of pressure there. Nice job by number 82 again. You've mentioned his name a few times, Anthony Boyle. Nice pressure there on Hollering.
Also a nice play by Mark DeRoy's 59. Anthony Boyle kind of had him by the collar, and then Mark DeRoy's came from the inside and made the sack. So, they're playing hard inside there. Quincy will be sitting back now, and I'm sure Billy Redden will make some adjustments in the secondary, so let's see how North reacts to it.
Okay, here's the replay. You see the pressure coming from right up the middle there as Hollering steps up. He gets ripped down there, and there he goes. And North Quincy, I think they took another timeout. I saw a timeout signal, but thought I saw a timeout signal. It's a little unclear what happened there. Either that or they're up against it here and getting the playoff. But in any event, Hollering is under center again with a split backfield. He's back looking over his right side. Now he dumps it out to Dolbear on the left. Dolbear down the left sideline trying to get free, and a great tackle. Great defensive play for Quincy High School.
Steve Ekosician, I'll get that one for you, Jimmy. Steve Ekosician, defensive end, read the screen, was able to pull Dolbear down from behind, so it was a nice job on his part.
Yeah, watch Ekosician here. The flip out to Dolbear, he turns on it. Now watch him chase him down there. Nice job by Ekosician. There's the handoff to Dolbear. North trying to get the first down. Dolbear does not want to go down, I'll tell you. A very gritty run by Chris Dolbear. As the Red Raiders move into the President's territory, they're at the 48 of the Presidents with a first down as the sticks move. With just under 3 minutes, though, 2:57. The clock becomes a big factor here. Hollering in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap right away, no huddle. Looking out to his right, trying to find someone. He's got running room, trying to get outside. Great hit outside there for the Presidents, the defensive end.
Mike Sullivan again coming up.
Sullivan?
Mike Sullivan coming up from the corner again on that play.
Big hit on Kevin Holleran. Holleran's got to come all the way across the field to get his play. Looks like we're getting a timeout for North Quincy. Here's the replay. Watch. Well, we're catching the back end of it. You see that Mike Sullivan bringing down Holleran after about a 2-yard gain. North's got a timeout here, and we saw this a couple of times during the season, Jack, that occasionally coach would take timeouts merely because the boys needed a rest. I mean, they've got the water bottles in the huddle. They're the boys are just kind of getting their water in them and listening to what's being said down there. But I think that they really needed a break here. There's an exhausted North Quincy squad.
Like you say, I think that has maybe taken a little bit of a toll. A lot of guys going both ways, but it's all adrenaline out there now. These kids are, their coaches are telling them the same thing. This is it. It's the end of the season. For some, they, some will go on to maybe continue playing football somewhere, but for many of them, it's their last high school game, and I think right now they won't admit to being tired, I'll tell you that.
Right, no, I understand. You're right about that, but it does become a factor. Tony Green, that was North's last time out, so they're out of timeouts now. And I'm sure that what Coach Green said to them is, look, let's get this drive into the end zone, boys, and we'll see what we can do. But they're up against it with 2:41 to go. They're down 12-0. They're going to need 2 scores here. Holleran with the fake. And he gets the ball out to Dolbear. Great block by O'Brien. And Dolbear rumbling down the left sideline. He gets just to the first down marker. He's just short of the 40. But a great block by big number 79, Pat O'Brien. Freed Dolbear on that one. Dolbear has been a workhorse in the same manner that Matt Ramponi has for Quincy. I'll tell you, he's walking back very slowly to the huddle.
If you get him the ball, Jimmy, he'll make things happen, and that's what they're trying to do now, whether it's screen and get him in that open field where his strength is. And he's done a great job. And, again, Rob Ritchie out there in the corner pulling him down, but a great play by Dolbear.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's 3rd and just about 1 here. We're going to see what the Red Raiders do. The past couple of times, Holleran's just snuck it through. We'll see what he does. They're looking to go for it, but the Presidents step up. Holleran won't go down. Great athleticism by Holleran. He gets free, gets outside, and down the right sideline he goes. Nice tackle by the Presidents inside the 28. I'll tell you, they had Holleran in the backfield, but he freed himself up and picks up a big first down for the Red Raiders inside the 28. Great play, Jack.
We talked about the athleticism of both quarterbacks. Kevin O'Connell has showed it, and now Mr. Holleran just shows his ability right there. Looks like he's
I'm
really
sure he's
banged
tired.
up.
Yeah, he's
tired.
banged up. He's holding his right arm, though. If we could see the replay, I think when he went down there, I know I did see him go up in the air, but let's watch the replay. You see him wrapped up there, and watch how he gets loose. And now he's going to get outside. He gets a nice block by Chris Dolbear, nice block by Gary Dalton there. And then we're going to watch the tackle here. See, he goes up in the air, and I think he came down on his right shoulder. He got driven down. I hope that right shoulder's okay. North Quincy comes quickly.
Once again, Jimmy Burke is in a quarterback.
So you got to give Burke credit. The first play is a quick hit at a Dolbear. Nice work by Burke of taking the snap and getting that quick hitter into Dolbear, and Dolbear rumbles down to the 10. So the Red Raiders on the move. Clock on the move as well, though. We're under 150 here. Burke calling signals. He fumbles the snap. Ball's on the ground.
I think he recovered it. It's a tough position. You put a backup quarterback to come in on it, especially on a day like today.
Oh, yeah.
To handle those snaps. But the clock is running, unfortunately, and this is where the timeouts make him back to hurt North. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. They're signaling to him to just get up to the line and run it. So Burke. Pitch to Dolbear. He's got room on the left side, trying to get outside. Nice job by number 36 for the Presidents, grabbing on and not letting go. Bob Ritchie. He stopped that play with a little help from the Yankee.
They're
down to the 5.
Third down, they got up.
They can't
pick
stop
up
the
clock.
Right, can't stop. Well, they could if they could move the chain, right? Just
yeah,
briefly,
they got to get down to the 2-yard line, so let's see what happens.
There's the give to Dahlbeer, right up the middle. He's down right at the stick, I would say. But again, the clock's going to keep running. They're stopping the clock.
They're going to measure now, I think.
Yeah, that's a big break for the Red Raiders, who are all sucking wind there.
Well, you emphasize again, those early timeouts in the half are what really drive coaches crazy, you know, and they because when you need them, but North is doing a great job. Jimmy Burke is coming in place of Holleran, who, must be hurt. Obviously, it looked like his shoulder, but Jimmy's a junior. I know he's a good athlete. What they'll ask him to do, you don't know, but he's a competitor, and let's see what North can do.
All right, so North picked up the first down. Coaches are signaling to the Red Raiders to get up to the line because the clock's going to start once they set it. We got a timeout signaled by the Presidents.
When's he taking timeout?
Okay, so timeout for the Presidents. I know that Bob Noble wants to reset the defense here, but this will help North a little bit.
I think what you'll see here, Jimmy, is North's always going to run the ball with Dahlbeer, and if they do not make it, I assume they'll try to quickly then down the ball so they can get the...
one of the things the Red Raider coaching staff did, they sent a couple of managers over to pick up 2 new footballs. They want to keep dry footballs out on the field here. So it looks like they're going to switch the football now. We're going to go down to Don Duggan briefly on the field. Take it away, Don.
Yeah, Jimmy, right now we'll see if Kevin goes in. He's got one of those, the stingers that we had early in the game, so it's nothing right now that's so serious, but we'll see if he comes back in. But he had like one of those stingers that we all get in this type of weather.
Okay. Got a little... we'll see how Kevin Holleran does here. We'll see if he's able to get back out on the field. But right now, you're correct. Jimmy Burke stepping up big here for the Red Raiders. He's done a nice job thus far of handling the pressure. Burke under center, calling signals, takes a snap. The give is to Dahlbeer. Who else? And he's in. There's the signal. There's the Red Raider touchdown. There's 45 seconds left in the game here, Jack, as Chris Dahlbeer bangs through over the left side, following his center and his left tackle. Nice job by Dahlbeer, following O'Brien into the end zone and Darryl Zoyer.
Yeah, Phipps and Zoyer and Kalakidis and Pat O'Brien doing a nice job down there. And give Jimmy Burke a little credit. Jimmy come in off the bench and executed and get the ball in the end zone, and so we give him a lot of credit too.
You got to give him huge credit. He came in under great pressure. He fumbled one snap, but he did a great job of handling the ball and getting the Red Raiders right into the end zone. Here's the point after, and the ball is up,
it's good.
Over, and good. Lindy Lays with the point after, and the Red Raiders. That could be a big, big point after, Jack, if the Red Raiders get the ball back.
Well,
it's
I'll tell you,
12-7 now.
It's a big play. They score, they win. They don't have to go for the 2. So I assume that we're not going to surprise anybody with this onside kick, and it'll be the ball game if Quincy gets it, and if North gets it, they'll have a chance to win this football game.
I'll tell you. Let's watch the replay here. Lindy Lays, one thing that we missed here, you see, when we see the replay.
It hit the pole.
And
it bounced up and over.
Hit the crossbar and bounced over. One thing that we missed, but I will mention, is out on the field for that point after was Kevin Holleran. I don't know if he's in a condition, however, to go back in a quarterback, because as he came off the field, he was really favoring that right arm. He can't really hold it straight up, so he's not going to be out on the kickoff, and he's been out there for those. He really got banged down into the ground. I think he's got, as Don said, it's a stinger in the shoulder area.
Yeah.
And I know he's going to want to get back in there, but I'm not sure if he's going to be in a condition to.
Well, Quincy, I'm sure, has what they call the hands team out there. These are all the kids who the coach feels, they're you're not going to see any big linemen out there, that's for sure. And they're certainly they want to fall on this ball for the win. And like I said, it's going to come down to this play because North cannot stop the clock, and we'll see what happens. And I've seen many different kinds of onside kicks, so let's see what Tony Green and his staff, have put together from this situation.
Yeah, Lindy's been very nifty all year. He's a talented kicker. We'll see if he can put some bounce on it. It looks like they've got their guys over on the right side. Let's see. He takes a little bounce. Ball's loose. Covered nicely by number 81 for the Presidents, it looked like. We'll see. Was that Jason Chase who covered that? It's a player down on the field there. But I think he's just upset. We'll watch the replay here. We'll see. That was Gary Dalton, I think, on the field. He's not injured, just upset. I don't know if we can get a replay. Yep, here's the replay. Ball takes a big bounce up.
Bounce in the right. Jason
yeah, it was
Chase.
number 81. Great job by Chase. So two previously unheralded guys have stepped up big for the Presidents today. Roger Palermo, Jason Chase on that particular play. Palermo throughout the third quarter, really, and then that early touchdown on the first half. So it's been a great team effort. We're just going to see Kevin O'Connell kneeling down, and he'll run the clock out, I'm sure. Well, a little frisky down there among the linemen. Let's hope things don't get out of hand. It's been a well-played game.
It really has, Jimmy.
Yeah, tough conditions, and I'm sure a lot of frustration on the field right now. Tony Green is taking his big number 79 off the field. Pat O'Brien, who got a little frustrated. As we wrap things up here, we know that Kevin O'Connell will be taking knees, so we will watch that. But I want to take a minute to thank our production staff. First of all, executive producer Betty Campbell, who has done a great job of overseeing things for Quincy Access Television today, assisted by Barry Welch. But the guys who have really been working hard here and doing their thing are Bill Early, the producer, George Capadonna, the director, Chris Potter, our technical guy, Mike Jarvie handling graphics, and then out on the field working in very tough conditions, John Mercurio, Kevin Dye, Howard McKay, Bill Early Jr., and Tom McNeil. And then our technical director has been Jonathan Caleri. So a great effort by those individuals for Quincy Access Television. You see the Quincy High squad, Jack, all bouncing around there, lined up. They're delighted with a big, big Thanksgiving win here at Veterans Stadium. A 12-7 victory for the Presidents.
Well, I've been on both sides of this situation, Jim. As a coach in this great tradition, there's no greater feeling right now from the boys from Quincy, and there's no worse feeling in their young lives, as you come out on the losing end. But I'll tell you, again, the city was another recipient of a great effort by both of these teams. North coming back, more or less running out of time, but Quincy doing what they had to do to preserve this win. They used ball control. They mixed up the run, the pass very well. We saw the emergence of that unknown player, the Roger Palermo, who come up.
We'll hear from him next year, right, Jack?
To assist, especially guys like, the Matt Ramponis and the Kevin O'Connells did their job. But, a guy like Roger comes up and has the game of his life, and it's great to see that. The Dolbears, Chris Dolbear with a great game himself. And all these kids, Jim, they play their hearts out. Unfortunately, someone's got to lose, and the sun has been shining on the Presidents for the last few years. But
that's 4 in a row, right?
Right, and North, but North gave their best, and another great traditional game here, and it just takes a while. It hurts for a little while, but Coach Green and Coach Noble will get their staffs back, and next week they start working towards next year and everything else. So overall, a great day, and the winner again is the city of Quincy, because these kids, play their heart out, and I really enjoyed doing this. This is a different perspective up here in the booth, but it was great doing it with you, and I want to congratulate both teams and thank you for inviting me up here with you.
Sure. Well, we're delighted to have you, Jack. You did a great job. I also want to mention, I forgot to mention cameraman Kevin Hanlon down on the field there. He, as part of our camera crew, those guys worked in terrible conditions today and did a great job. And our field man down there, Don Duggan, we can't forget him.
Did a great job.
Don's going to start listening to weather reports in the future, so he doesn't get the short stick like he did today. But he's been down on the field with John Mercurio doing great work. So we want to thank the staff at Quincy Access Television. We want to thank the Red Raiders and both the boys on the football team, the football staff, and the high school for a great job done today. And then thank and congratulate the Quincy Presidents who walk away with this year's trophy and this great Thanksgiving tradition. So from Veterans Stadium, I want to thank our viewers. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. I'm Jim Timmons here with Jack Raymer and Don Duggan on the field, and then all our production staff we mentioned earlier from Quincy Access Television. So it's Quincy Presidents in the 2002 Thanksgiving game taking away the trophy with a big 12-7 victory. So congratulations to the Presidents. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later in the year with more Quincy Access Television of high school sports.